fucking sound check.
Hey, there we go.
I'm Corey.
Eh.
So we did a mic check without doing a mic check.
We did a mic check. We just didn't have the mics plugged into the laptop.
So
therefore,
no one
like,
heard us do.
I'm Nick.
I'm Tyler.
I don't remember who I am.
Still Shannon, I'm pretty sure.
Like I said, I'm Corey.
Like I said, and no one heard.
This is episode 3.
This is episode 3.
Doing really good.
Return or
We're
Revenge of the Sith.
We're doing really good, guys.
Revenge of no audio.
Yes.
Revenge
Yes,
of
there we
technical
be.
difficulties.
I'm just happy that we can get 5 people in the same room the same night 3 weeks in a row.
I know, right?
That for me, that's an accomplishment.
I mean, we
Basically, what he's trying to say is this is the final episode of the podcast. Thank you for
It
tuning
was
in.
very nice to.
It's great while we had it.
We had it.
No, yeah, sorry, why are we talking about Will Ferrell movies? Oh, because what's it called? Oh, okay, so long story short, we spent this entire time arguing over Will Ferrell movies because Holmes & Watson is up to a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
For
Which
some
it
reason.
did not earn.
No.
For some reason.
Long story short.
It was just everybody who worked on the movie just like thumbs upped it. I don't know how that works.
Which is roughly 26% of the entire world population.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They use
26%
Rotten Tomatoes.
means that 26% of the reviews overall have been over 70%.
I'm gonna go create as many email accounts as I can and get that movie to like a 90.
No, like, so it's an aggregate. So,
Yeah, no, I
wait,
understand.
what the fuck is that?
We are the
That's
most
what we're
professional
waiting for.
podcast in the world, guys.
Why is it not live?
I'm watching us.
I'm saying we're going live.
Yeah,
No,
we're-
it's like it's a thing, and then
we're
now
definitely-
you're
we're
looking at the
definitely
thing and
still-
saying,
we're
wait,
definitely
you
still
were not
live.
live.
We're definitely still.
Why aren't we live?
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Anyway, yeah, I'm looking at our
Ooh.
live channel right now, and it says
Ooh.
waiting for friendly
My
neighborhood.
name's Corey.
U.S. Army, U.S.
US.
Navy,
U.S. Marshall.
or Marshall. That's it.
It's Wild West. Miss Lip and Rita. The
I think
woman who
I'm
lips.
one of the few people in the world that like that movie.
Wild West was a damn good movie.
Will Smith actually came out and said he regrets ever making that movie and came out and publicly apologized for it last week.
Probably because he
He
also
boned
kind
in
of
Water
shows his
Tower?
balls and dick in that movie.
Yeah.
Real quickly.
Total
Like,
PG-13.
like if you go frame by frame and are looking for it when he's standing up, it's just like. cock and
I still
balls.
don't know how they get away with that in Galaxy Quest and it's PG.
Yeah, that still floors me.
Tina was like, it doesn't show that, so
Dude.
I showed her.
And then
So
she was like,
I
"Oh my God,
showed-
Tim Allen's cock and balls." Tina, you remember when we said we were gonna like kind of keep it a little?
Hey,
low?
we haven't been saying fuck, we said cock and balls.
No, anyway,
Please
Long
recommend
story
us to
short.
all your family and
too
friends.
late. Yeah. So, what has everybody been playing this week?
I have a whole bunch of shit.
Star
I haven't,
Wars
I haven't
Battlefront
playing
2.
anything. I've been
You been
watching
playing
Game of Thrones.
Battlefront 2?
Happy Star Wars celebration. Of course, I've been playing Battlefront 2.
And is it?
It's great.
Okay.
I mean, the gameplay of that game has always been phenomenal. It's purely the loot crate.
The loot
And
crate,
the side
which is
transaction.
completely 100% out of the game and will never return. Thank God.
Yeah.
I thought they literally said they were returning it. Like,
That's what the plan was, and then they decided because they didn't want to get the backlash of bringing it back in and everything like that, they just
So
reformatted
there
the game so that way it's
There
not
are
required.
loot crates, but you know what come in them.
But you what?
You
You-
know what come in them.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's usually uniforms for like clone troopers and stuff. I
Interesting.
bought the 50 first. Had to.
Shannon, what have you been up to? What have you been playing?
Still really just Division.
He's an agent.
I'm.
And
Hey,
oh,
we're
and-
playing Division.
I
We
was
couldn't
say,
leave
I'm
the
gonna-
White House.
oh yeah, that was
That was a
fun.
rough night.
That and I started playing Moonlighter on the Switch.
Okay, I was gonna say you better name that because you've been playing that all day.
Well, I just finally got to play it. But yeah, no. I guess if you want to talk about it really quick.
Moonlighter's a really cool game. It's like a roguelike dungeon crawler meets Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing kind of thing. So like it's a simulator where you're more or less trying to build up your town and stuff like that. But the way you do it is by going and dungeon delving and getting items, then bringing them back and then selling them in your shop to get money. So that way you can hire a blacksmith to come to your town, so you can buy better weapons and armor from the blacksmith. So that way you can go further into the dungeon to get better items, so you can come back and sell them. So that way you can bring an alchemist into your town to sell you health potions, so you can get further, and so on and so forth. So it's a city management / roguelike dungeon delver.
RTS.
No, not at all.
No.
I think you're missing the point.
I should have just
No.
said FPS. That would have been more
No.
obvious it was a joke.
Yeah.
Joe, what have you been playing?
Well, in about 4 minutes and 10 seconds, Binding of Isaac.
You're really downloading Binding of Isaac right
Because
now.
I just found out it supports Mac. Okay, so out of all my games on my fucking Steam account, I have 28 games that support Mac, 55 games total. That's way small. It's because I switched accounts. I got a new account.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Kingwin revoked half my games.
Yay, online retailers that are slightly questionable.
Yeah, I'm really mad about that. I was all happy and like I had these games for like a year, and then I signed on to Steam one day and it was like, hey, we found an issue with a few of your codes, so we've gone through and revoked some games. Here's the list. It was like 8 games.
Has anyone ever played Doom 2000?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, when you said King One, I imagined the old-fashioned, like the super old-fashioned, where it comes up. It's like pick the game out of the library. Please insert disc. Anyway, what have you been playing?
Started playing Division 2.
Fuck, does everyone have it?
Yeah,
so
I
far,
do not.
so far,
Oh yeah.
enjoying
yeah,
it.
So
Um,
when we can.
Although we should
leave.
talk about that.
I
It's fixed now, though.
It is fixed.
I broke my 4-month fast and resubscribed to World of
heard.
Warcraft.
Oh.
That's what
Yeah,
I said.
a lot of that was based off of the 8.2 announcements, and
What a nerd.
you know, I just
all of the new armor that's
I've-
based on Skyrim.
I've been playing it for like since it came out, and so it's an addiction.
So I don't know if I'm going to get Division only because I saw a game that just came out today that looks just like Division,
Anthem,
but has zombies.
Destiny, World War Z.
World War Z is correct. I watched some footage of it. It is surprisingly.
It's basically third-person Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
That's literally how the developer was like, yeah, it's Left 4 Dead.
And I literally, I want to get
Yeah,
it.
no
'cause
joke. I do too.
you
It's
know
only
what was in it?
$39 too.
A boomer.
I was watching Jack Frags.
Legit, there are.
There
But
are a variety of different guns. He had a fully automatic AA-12 with barrel attachment. He goes, look, I'm female, oh shit, what's his name from Expendables?
I've never watched one of those movies.
And Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Uh,
And Old Spice commercials.
I know.
Terry
Oh,
Crews.
yeah.
I know.
I like how the Old Spice
We-
commercials got it.
No. Like I saw him in my head, and I was like, because I watched
Oh, so you-
a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So
Terry Crews Simulator that came on the Xbox One.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
Crackdown.
And Jack Frags said he was a
Terry
female
Crews.
Terry Crews, and then I think he said
Yes.
his name was I don't remember, like Teresa Cruz or something. And then he turned the corner and there was shitloads of zombies. And I mean, like, it looks like it's trying to compete with that Days Gone
Mm-hmm.
with the amount of zombies on screen, and it is a lot. But it was cool because he was just like just shotgun blasts. And fucking zombies were like blown up.
Did it actually? I've looked up some stuff about it because I read a review on it, but
Yeah.
I know like Days Gone is supposed to have up to like 500.
oh no, there's more
Freakers
than
on
that.
I think it's
No.
more.
Yeah, they said
I
at
think
one
it's
point
like
it was like
5,000.
5,000. As soon as I clear this room, I'll look it up.
5,000?
Yeah, hold on one
That seems
second.
like a lot.
Are you playing Binding of Isaac
I am
right now?
playing Binding of Isaac.
It's like his favorite game.
It really is, and I just found it. So I just found out something cool I want to mention. So apparently, Steam Cloud Saves transfer systems as well.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So I started playing this on Windows, and my progress carried over from Windows to my Mac.
Got it.
Interesting.
I did not think
Oh.
that would be a thing.
Nick, what have you been playing?
Let's see.
I need to play more games.
Sea of Thieves.
I need to play that.
You have to April 30th. It is a requirement for everybody.
What is April 30th?
That is when the update comes out with the harpoon and the fishing.
Oh, Nick already has it.
What? Oh, okay.
No, you could technically talk about.
So,
Yeah, we can't show it.
Right. So I have an NDA, so I'm not allowed to discuss stuff. But I've already played it. The harpoon is a
Yes.
Um,
I had
but,
the beta, but I'm waiting. I would rather
all-
play it live.
But here's my thing. When you play the beta, you unlock stuff in game.
Yeah,
in the
I
regular
forgot
game?
about this.
So
Yeah.
as long as you
That
play
too.
1 hour consecutively
Yeah.
each week, you unlock the next item.
Has to
I'm
be
under an
consecutive?
NDA.
It has to be 1 hour.
But let me
consecutive.
tell
You
you
can't play,
all
like,
the
5
things
minutes
about
here,
it.
No,
5 minutes
that
here,
they
5
came
minutes
out publicly. and
I'm
said
just
that.
kidding.
Yeah.
So basically,
But-
I need to like log in and walk away.
It just reminds me of Rooster Teeth when they were like, "Hey, we're under an
Well,
NDA."
Yeah, that too. But
No, like Tyler
I
said,
need to update it.
I can log into a video game and then not play it for 1 hour to get the points.
hooray, fake internet
Yeah.
points! Hooray, fake internet points!
I just loved Rooster Teeth when they had an NDA about Captain Marvel, and we were like, so basically, I wish I could come out and tell you I loved the movie, but I can't. But if I could tell you I loved it, I would tell you.
That's pretty smart though to keep a company from spoiling it.
Yeah.
Threaten lawsuits.
I can't find anything as to how many like they can.
The World War Z things they're looking at.
Everything I'm finding is
Hold on.
is 500 creatures at once.
On what?
On
Days
Days
Gone?
Gone.
Huh.
But
I thought it was more than that.
well, this was a direct quote from like 2 years ago. So it's like it could have gone up.
Technology has
but,
gone
like,
up.
I just can't find anything. But anyway, but no, I've also been playing Elder Scrolls Online,
Makes sense.
which it is
Gotta get the
they're
daily login bonuses.
still on their 5-year anniversary thing going on right now, and then to get the extra exclusive crates during the event, is just gotta do world boss dailies or
360 no scope everyone.
dungeon dailies.
So
And 360 no scope everybody with just melee weapons
Yes.
and bows.
Yes.
Also started playing PUBG again.
I thought about it
Yes.
too. So weird.
First time actually since it went to
Well,
went to
no.
full release on PCs. Last time I played
Ha!
on PC was
He
early
said
access.
full release.
So here's the thing: we have a coworker who we finally converted to
Converted?
PC Master Race. Converted.
I thought you said converted.
That's literally what you said.
Listen to the audio.
He did-
You're like you
he
said.
did say
like,
converted.
Oh, dances with lead says poop.
As soon as we're done with PUBG, I have two things.
Have some stuff you want to talk about? Well,
I didn't
but
know, you guys should have told me.
anyway, yeah, no, well, we converted somebody over to PC Master Race,
As
and
it should be.
although I will say, like I was telling them earlier, we had a funny whole situation because we were playing, and I made a comment about like, oh, activate God mode, hitting Alt F4, and then boom, somebody drops out of Discord. I was like,
He actually did it. He actually did it.
I mean, you gotta learn.
This is
I
a
love
damn
having
near
people that
30-year-old
agree.
grown man.
Hey,
I love people that agreed.
Gotta learn somehow.
Gotta learn, yeah.
Gotta learn somehow.
not everyone
all the
started off
cheats
a
are on
veteran.
meatspin.com.
Yeah.
No,
Penn Island.
but no, it was great. But like we jumped into PUBG and I played one match and then I looked at the time and I was like, I gotta wake up in 6 hours. I should probably be going to bed. And 6 hours later, it was today. So we've only played a little bit, but yeah, we've been playing.
And
more
knowing
PUBG.
him, he'll want to play tonight.
Oh
too,
yeah,
so.
absolutely. So PUBG, anyone?
How much-
But,
I don't
How,
know.
how much?
I mean,
How much time do you have on PUBG on PC? Just out of curiosity.
I will.
Come
find
on,
it.
Shannon.
In total,
That's
probably,
not a fair question.
probably
I
like
just wondered.
50
Hold on,
50 hours.
outside of Joe, I'm gonna say, oh wait, 50 hours?
Probably, give or take.
Okay, outside of you two, I probably have the lowest. Because I'm at 60.
Yeah, I know you have a list.
Well, that's because we used to play at a decent
But
amount.
see,
Right,
I
right.
probably have
I just
like
don't-
I have days on Xbox.
Well, right, because he started playing on Xbox.
I'm
Oh, I
well
do
over-
on PUBG.
I wish
You're
I
over
liked it.
100.
I'm well over 100.
How am I at 50?
You're at like 300, right?
I'm at 50 hours on
Oh, did you go
PUBG.
up more? You're at 350. Yeah, but how many times did you leave your computer
I
on?
totally thought.
No,
maybe
no, I
it was
literally
50.
I
No,
have
absolutely.
612 hours on PUBG on PC.
Played two
No, I
matches.
played it a lot.
Oh,
You guys started like you guys were super into it
Yeah.
kind of before I got into it,
I
so
remember.
I was kind of late to that
I
party.
can
joining
never
it, but-
remember. What's your
Oh, I'm
gamer
sorry.
tag?
How many did I say?
Corn taco.
I'm at 356.
Yeah,
That's way more than I thought.
yeah.
You go ahead.
But no, I mean, I really liked
I thought
it
we were
on
friends.
PC. I couldn't get into the Xbox version because
Ooh, that's it.
it just didn't run very well on
You're gonna
Xbox.
have to-
Even with the
yeah,
X,
add
it's like,
first,
oh, it
it
looks
will
so
pop
good
up.
on the X, and I
You
played it and it was like, it's not
Oh,
that great.
fucking duh.
It's well, everybody's like it's so great on the Xbox One X compared to the Xbox One. Yeah, well, when the Xbox One version
Can't.
It's like saying it
looks
plays
like
better.
Minecraft,
Well, I was gonna say it's like,
Like-
saying it plays better on a 1080p than it does a fucking
420.
yeah.
Yeah,
Blaze it.
Yeah, I can't be because you're private. You
so
know.
I bought the table.
yes.
I'm still waiting on confirmation of when it's gonna ship. Could be anywhere between 35 and 70 days.
Oof.
Just heads up.
So it's
Capital
basically Comcast installation.
Kind of.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll be out
Got 'em.
sometime in the next
Sorry,
70 days.
Comcast, but that's
Got 'em.
Is it really got him when
Better
it's
be ready.
true?
Yeah.
That just makes it more got 'em.
And then
You only have 22 hours?
What? Shows more than that in the game.
get wrecked.
Did it reset when they went full release?
Recent activity. You played for 22 hours on April 17th.
Am I friends with you on?
Get 'em.
Am I friends with you?
Get them.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just curious. I want to see.
Hold on. How do I see
Let's see. I'm bringing up friends.
all recently played? How do I view?
Are you sure we're Steam friends? Yeah, we are.
I was gonna say you and I are Steam.
Yeah,
friends,
no, you have
100%.
22 hours on record. That's it.
I swear I played more than
He's
that.
like, I swear it was 500 hours.
I swear it was. No. Okay, maybe I've only played 22
Yeah, no.
hours.
Last
Shit,
time I
guys.
played, the jungle map was in like beta or
See,
whatever.
when I quit playing on
It's
PC, it was
not
the only map was Irango. That was
Which is the best one.
the original map. That was the only map that was available. Then I switched over to Xbox to play with some friends from work. Played on that for a while. Played through the Miramar release, and then stopped playing on Xbox after that because it was just
Holy shit!
it was a poopy game.
617 hours. 615 hours.
Yeah.
Shit.
No,
I'll
so
high-five
the
that.
very
Hold
last
on.
level-
Like, now.
What is
That-
EVGA precision?
It's
That's-
the overclocker.
Yeah, it is an
You have
That's
154
just it runs
hours
passively.
of
Yeah.
overclocking.
Yeah, mine runs
Yeah.
passively too.
Yeah,
I'm
just
surprised
runs
it's not.
Okay.
I turned it off. I eventually just
So
like,
not as impressive, but how much do you think Shannon has in Rocket League?
A lot.
Oh well, that's just.
I bet
on
he has
PC.
149 hours.
That's just,
Cheat.
what?
I said I bet he has
said,
149 hours.
Oh.
Because
That's on. That's just on PC though.
right, but that
That's-
doesn't even include your PS4.
Yeah, that's. I have more.
Are
on
you
PS4
good at
than-
that game? Or is
Dude,
anyone good at that game? But
Dude, it's kind of
Should
insane.
we-
I would
Should
like
bring
you to
up
play with DQ
John?
at some point. Because
Very
that's
cool.
what-
Oh yeah, that's
Surditch?
Well,
he
but
was at the
I would like to see
tournament.
him versus John. That would be an interesting.
we're getting to the point of having 3 conversations going on at once. Let's
Yes.
bring it back.
Winners, winners.
Yeah.
No, I want to talk about Star Wars. The movie trailer.
Yes.
Yay or
Is
nay?
Ian McDermott
I am
again?
100%
So-
yay.
I hear a lot there's a lot of people that are like freaking out about it. That like I'll never watch this film. Blah, 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 blah.
Which is stupid.
Which is stupid because
Fucking
it's
toxic fans.
yeah, exactly.
I'm 100% yay, and I like the title. I'm sorry. I know everyone else
I don't
disagrees,
know.
and I will be stand alone on that. I don't have an
Are we
issue with the
still-
title.
I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it.
What's the title?
Why?
Joe, are we
Rise
still
of the
live? Are we
Skywalker.
still
Okay,
live?
that's what I
Hey
thought.
Joe.
Everybody still
I'm alive.
We're still live. Because I'm timeouting right now.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
still live.
Okay.
Mics at the end of the table are also kinda
accidentally
quiet.
Closed YouTube, but it was still streaming through the streaming app. So, well, I'm using OBS straight.
Can we all talk about the
Mics at
one
end of
game
the
that
table are
I'm
kinda
excited
quiet,
about
but they're
most?
only getting audio from the left channel. That's weird.
Winners, winner.
It's not
What
set to
game?
pan.
Is anybody else, except for, I know Nick's on the fence right now, is anybody else getting Trover Saves the Universe?
What?
What's he getting what?
Trover Saves the Universe. It's the game from Justin Roiland, and it literally looks like a
It's
15-hour
a
interdimensional cable.
A game and guy in a bathtub. Yeah, so guy in a bathtub.
No,
and like
Hold
like,
on, there's a spot where he's talking, and he's like, "Wow, like I'm playing a game, like that's cool." And then the TV he's playing on falls into the bathtub and electrocutes him, and someone else runs in. And he's like, "Oh, geez, like, oh, someone call 711 because I guess that's the emergency contact number in this universe,
Like
Why does Justin Roiland always go to Aw Geez?
right? Oh, geez,
yeah, no, well, especially when he does that.
He's
voice.
not-
Yeah.
like
he's not my Morty. Oh, geez." No, it's $26. It comes out June 24th, and I can't wait to get this
That's
game.
probably one of my favorite episodes.
It's
too.
so great. Tales from the Citadel,
Yes.
or actually, the actual name of it is Rick Lantis Mix Up, because the whole thing is literally
They
for
went to
for the
Atlantis.
whole week before.
Gotta
They were
get
like,
that
this week,
mermaid push!
but this week they were literally, or the week before that episode came out, they were like, join us this week when Rick and Morty go to an adventure in Atlantis. And it built everything up, and at the beginning of the episode, they're like, okay, guys, let's go to Atlantis, and they go into the portal, and then it immediately cuts away, and the entire episode's on the Citadel, and at the very end is just them coming back, and we're like, wow, what a great adventure.
Gonna go back for seconds.
And I'm sorry, I don't, it's on a cartoon, that's okay to say, right?
what?
Never mind, if I have to ask, I'm just
yeah,
not going to
it's
say it.
probably
Rick and Morty has a really funny joke in that episode, and it's probably one of my favorite jokes that they've ever made, but it's on the fence, so I'm not going to say it.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, if I have to ask, I should
It's
just
rated
censor
M
myself.
for
Morty.
parents.
Dude,
The
apparently,
lore makes
the one
sense.
thing I will say with this game, though, Trevor Saves the Universe, is apparently Justin Verlin was talking, and they were like, this is the first like major game you've made. He created a new company called Squanch Games, which I
Yeah.
thought was funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were like, what did you learn from making this game? And he said, I learned that you can only say fuck so many times in a mature rated game. And they were like, what do you mean? He was like, I got a letter, and they told me I had to cut out some of the language.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, literally the ESRB was like, if you want mature rating with all the content that's in this game, you got to cut out some of the language. And he was like, okay.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, like, what was it?
really, I
comes
wonder
out in
what
6
Conker's Bad
weeks.
Fur Day. Like, how many F words is in that?
Conker's Bad
It's
Fur Day-
all bleeped.
Yeah.
I went back and replayed it. I don't remember that game being bleeped the whole thing, but yeah, everything is bleeped.
It mostly got the mature rating. I mean, everything's bleeped, so it would technically bring it down to a teen rating. But a lot of the mature rating stuff was because of the nudity.
Yeah.
Which
Makes sense.
is not.
Funny that the nudity is, that's not censored, but the
Yeah.
fucking fuck words are.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I don't know why we're only getting left audio out for some reason.
System requirements for this game.
Oh,
While Nick's
boy.
figuring out that. Did the mixer burn out?
No,
We
no,
have
no,
a
no, no.
warranty.
System requirements. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. System requirements. Minimum requires a 64-bit processor and operating system. Okay?
Yeah.
Recommended is 64-bit processor and an operating system.
Because they haven't released anything for it yet.
It's just funny the fact of literally like what. There's literally nothing else. You have a 64-bit operating system. What's higher than that?
No, but there's
You mean
32-bit.
No, but my point is, it's the fact of literally it's saying
I
you
have
have to
Windows
have this.
98. Thank you
We
very
recommend
much.
you have what you have to have.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like recommended is normally like you have to have this bare minimum. We think you should have this
Windows
if you want to run it
95
better.
is
So it's
good.
basically like yeah.
The picture with the was it Windows
Nick, your
99 or
processor doesn't even
95?
meet the minimum
Where the guy
requirements
who's
for
in
this
the
game.
store and he's holding up the thing. He's just so happy to have the latest
95
release.
is when they had the crazy like dance party
It
on
had to be
stage
95.
with Bill Gates and all them, and they're on stage dancing for the
yeah.
launch party for 95
How do you make an operating system cool? You throw a big fucking party.
and make
With a
Bill
bunch of-
Gates awkwardly dance on
Yeah.
stage with a bunch of coders and programmers.
I have to say the same thing I've said for the last 3 weeks in a row, but it's official now, and I finally double checked and I fact checked myself, and it happened. But as of the 15th, Reggie is no longer at Nintendo. So as of the last 2 days, it's been Bowser running the company,
Yeah.
which
He's
I like Bowser
posted
and
a
all,
bunch of
but
stuff
like
on
I know he
Twitter
finally
about
got a Twitter.
Yeah.
Literally, he hasn't had a Twitter the entire time he's been running Nintendo because he
has
said,
an actual authentic life-size Master Sword
"Yeah,
with
in a stone. It's in a stone." Like I'm pulling this up real quick.
I want it.
Oh, I want it so
It's
bad.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. Like whatever he wants, Nintendo, he gets it.
I know,
I mean,
but
what
it was
was-
No,
so
like,
cool.
So
you
we
don't
lost
understand
two-
how
we
cool
lost two
this
Titans
is.
this month. We lost Reggie Fils-Aimé this week, and last week we lost Mike Morhaime from Blizzard.
Oh, so we lost Reggie.
Whoa.
This guy.
I'm just kidding.
This
This
guy.
guy.
This
This
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
And we also lost Ezra. Ezra stepped down from Rooster Teeth.
Ezra Miller.
No, not Ezra Miller. Ezra.
Son of a bitch, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, no, that motherfucker has a Master Sword full size in stone, and he has one of the dudes standing on it. I can't remember his name.
I want it,
Dude.
although I can't afford it.
How much could he get for selling his Amiibo collection?
At least $7.
I like how that you
That's,
go
that's
to.
It
GameStop.
will
That's
never get
GameStop
old.
Credit.
That'll never get
That's
old.
only GameStop credit.
I still love the fact that somebody went through and GameStop was supposedly looking for sellers or people to buy the company, and they were literally somebody posted, "Best I can offer you is $20."
So, bringing it back to Star Wars, what about the new game?
I have
The
not
Fallen
seen
Order?
anything on this game.
The Fallen
I need to watch
Single
it.
player only.
I love it.
No multiplayer.
I
No,
love
no,
it.
microtransactions.
Yep.
It is literally a single player story driven
13,
game.
13?
Some people are hoping
No.
it's a
Then I don't
spiritual
care.
successor to the Force Unleashed.
Yes, that's
I never played
what
that.
I'm hoping.
Oh,
It's supposed to be really
Oh,
good.
It was a
First one,
phenomenal.
I never played the second. I have it on Origin, but I have not done
I have to
it.
respecify. I lied. I have played it. I have not made it past. So the game starts with here. We're gonna give you every single power in the entire game
No, the
because you're
first one
Darth
was.
Vader. That's what I'm saying. That's the one only one I've played.
Oh,
is the
I
first
thought you were
one.
talking about the second
No,
one.
I've played the first one. I never beat it.
Hold
But they're
on.
like, here's every single
Clarify.
power in the entire game, and then level 2 is okay. We're gonna take all that away from you, and make you earn it.
But
And I was like, I'm
in
done.
retrospect, to really
So
give you that,
Assassin's Creed.
to give
Yeah.
you that
First one.
extra oomph
Yeah.
of how much power you have as Darth Vader, what are you killing?
I don't remember. That game came out in
Ewoks.
2011. Oh, that's sad.
Ewoks.
That's right. I didn't even want to do that.
did.
I was throwing a fit. I was like,
oh look, lightsaber throw, bitch.
Here's my thing
I
that
didn't
I
wanna
thought
kill
was great
Ewoks.
about that game. So I played it.
Yeah.
Really thoroughly enjoyed.
sorry,
You
I'm
played that
just
game
like
on a Wii?
sexually rubbing your leg.
So I picked it up
Yeah,
on a
I
Wii
remember you bought
after
the
I beat
Wii.
it.
Didn't you buy the Wii like for that game?
No, I bought the Wii for Mario Kart. But
Oh yeah,
but
that's
then
a reason to buy a Wii.
I mean,
I'll give you
yeah.
that.
Understandable.
But so I picked up Force Unleashed to go with it. Dude, motion controls in Force Awakens or Force Unleashed, I mean. Oh my god. Like the lightsaber throws, like hold this button, bring back and like swing and
It's
you
accurate?
toss it. Dude, it's some of the most accurate motion controls I've ever used in a game. So much fun.
Oh, and they're making
So
a VR
much
Star
fun.
Wars game too.
Yes. It is. I didn't see too much on that. Is that going to be like a legit game
It's
that has VR? or-
Finally,
This makes me
no, it's a VR. It's set in VR.
Well, no, but I mean,
It
like,
looks like a legit game. Yes.
it's not going to be that $80
it's-
game that you go to Best Buy and buy, and it has the little thing that you use your phone to play VR.
no.
Beat
It's
Saber.
like it's meant for I think
Hey,
mostly
don't
for
rip on Beat
PlayStation.
Saber.
I'm not ripping on Beat Saber. I'm just not. Beat Saber's not
I think-
$80
I
with a
think it's coming
proprietary controller and stuff like
It's
that.
either
No.
PC only or it's currently set for PlayStation's VR. I'm not sure if it's any others at the moment.
I don't know.
But I know that they did show there's one single part where obviously it looks like finally correct. You're gonna be able to have a lightsaber and fucking deflect some blaster bolts.
That's gonna be cool.
Where is my other window?
I feel like we've had this technology for a long time. The closest thing we have to having something awesome with a lightsaber is Beat Saber.
It's a great game.
I've heard. I'm not smashing it at all. It's just weird that
Yeah.
all this technology.
So I've got the.
Star Wars had all
I
the
have the.
potential.
I have the Vive, the
Yeah.
HTC Vive.
Yeah, you're
and-
slut.
Somebody's fucking rich.
Get slightly inebriated and play some Beat Saber. This shit's a party.
He wakes up to an eviction notice or
Pretty much.
sound ordinance.
Pretty much.
Would be
Oh,
funny.
Rock Band.
You don't turn on the sound except for.
Oh my god!
So it's just you going.
Morgan took a video of me because I don't play it with my speakers because I live in an apartment.
Yeah.
And I only listen with my headphones, and I was like going at it, and it looks really funny because I'm just
Out of context,
I'm fucking in it, and she's just taking a video laughing her ass off.
I saw one of the funniest videos because you mentioned Rock Band and it made me fucking die. Panic at the Disco was playing a concert and they were talking and they were like, okay, to all the parents that brought all the kids out here, you probably hate our music. So this song's for you guys. We want to try and give you guys something back. And we love video games. So we decided to play a song from one of our favorite video games ever from a fictional band called Kansas. This is Carry On My Wayward Son. And then all I could think of is South Park when they're sitting there and the guys they get 1,000,000 points up playing the song, and he's sitting there and they're playing it in the studio and the guy's like jamming out to it and he's like, okay, that's pretty nice. He goes, that's these boys right here. And he goes, no, that was Kansas, but these kids scored 1,000,000 points to it on the Guitar Hero. He's like, that's pretty fucking impressive.
But what else is people?
I just want to talk about the manga news I just read, and then
What manga news?
I'm just excited. They're releasing a hardcover collector's edition. It's 9 volumes. They're releasing all of Cardcaptor Sakura, and I'm so
There we
happy.
go. I was like, okay, he's talking, and now he's named what he's been talking about. Got it.
I love Cardcaptor Sakura so much. I'm actually this is what this necklace is from.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do what? Yeah, the shirt's Fate Stay Night.
Shannon, anything you would like to discuss?
What did you have on there? Because I think we mentioned a couple of things.
Big penises.
No, on the other page.
We got a lot of things to discuss. So like, do I just want to run down the list and people like
Let's
pick,
pick topic.
or-
Pick one
Let-
topic.
PS5?
Yeah, let's start from the top.
Let's go over to the top.
PlayStation
PS5.
5, 8K.
I'm excited because this means
I really don't
Xbox
know too
One's
much
gonna be
about it, just
really
that-
Xbox 2 is gonna be really good.
My supervisor was going through the specs, and I was just like, it's got a Ryzen. Oh, it's got an AMD. It is pure AMD, which
all the way through.
I
That
mean,
was the
not a bad
one thing I
but
said, and then Nick brought up a good point on that though, and I agree 100% with you. But Nick did bring up the good point. Okay, if you want Intel and Nvidia, just build a PC.
Yeah,
He's
Well,
not
no,
wrong.
no. My whole outlook on it is so like I mean, if you're doing
Mass
AMD,
producing
like
things.
cost effective wise,
Cost
great.
effective wise, it
But,
makes
like,
sense going AMD.
But
I
it's one of those things. If you're
I
wanting
agree,
a
though. I'm like,
big,
why?
beefy,
Yeah.
like
Performance.
massive performance system, and you're wanting to pay $2,000 on a console, put that
But-
$2,000 into a
But
PC.
see, that's my thing is I feel like if consoles are going to actually become a universal competitor,
Then you
like I
need
know
to stop
Xbox,
using the Walmart brand of processors.
Xbox has gotten to the point where they're trying to become your media center, and like for you use it. You're
Mhm.
the only one I've ever met that uses it like that.
What?
I've
Literally.
Tried.
As a
I just don't
media
have
center.
anything that
Oh.
I don't have any of the, like the required stuff. Like I don't have a cable box where my Xbox is at. I don't have a.
Every person that I
like-
know has an Xbox. It's just video games.
No. He's saying actually using an Xbox as a way to watch Netflix and Hulu, and that's basically what you primarily use.
No,
it for.
no, not Netflix.
But I
and
mean, you
Hulu,
can also
like
run the cable box
the
through
cable
it.
box,
You
yeah.
can go through and.
like
Oh!
you do.
No, I don't have a cable box running through it. I literally just run my PlayStation 4 through it.
Cortana, please turn on
Yeah, I
PlayStation
know.
4.
Like, I
No.
feel like that's
Literally, hold on. His Xbox is literally to consoles as Internet Explorer is to PCs. He only uses it to turn on the better system.
No. First of all, I will never say a PlayStation 4 is a better system. Fuck you, motherfucker. But anyway,
I know, I agree with
no,
that.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'll
But
say
anyway,
I am Xbox
but
all
no,
the
so
way.
my thing
I'm
is,
an Xbox fanboy
it,
and Nintendo.
it saves me from having to change inputs on the TV and change inputs on the sound bar and blah blah blah. It's just if I have everything running through the same thing. That's the only
Or-
reason. But even then, I moved the PlayStation 4 down here, so right now there's really nothing hooked up into the input.
Can
Right,
you
but my point being is, as a computer, if I wanted to watch a movie, I'm not going to get on my PlayStation or my Xbox. I can either do it straight through my TV or my computer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if I want music, I'm not going to go to my Xbox and my PlayStation. I'm going to go to my computer, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
If a console wants to get to that level, they need that technology. They need the like,
technology that the
it do-
Xbox has.
No, it doesn't have to be. What I'm getting at here is the Xbox doesn't have to put a 1080 in it, or a 2080, I should say, but it could do 1650, which is supposed to be almost as strong as the 1080 at that point, but it's only like $200.
So
I don't even think it's that much. I think it's 150.
I sort of agree with Corey. I think that the recent push with PlayStation and Xbox trying to be media centers. I mean, I understand that they're trying to cater to the crowd that doesn't have a desktop or doesn't have a PC, but for people that are gamers, right? They're same thing that Corey said. If I want to listen to music, I'm gonna go to my PC because I've got my speakers hooked up to that. I've got my soundbar hooked up to that. I've got all my stuff hooked up to that.
There's so much more customization.
I'm not gonna go to the other room and turn my Xbox on and wait for it to boot up, go to Spotify and play
But see-
music and stuff through it. I'm gonna go to my PC.
I usually like don't get me wrong, if I'm down here, absolutely I will go to my PC. But like everybody usually tends to be in my living room. So if we're in my living room, I don't have a PC hooked up to my living room TV.
Yeah, you know what
So,
I do now is I just go to Alexa.
Well, right, but
It's even easier to just go Alexa. Oh man, if someone was listening to this, they had Alexa.
Sorry, folks.
I would literally just Alexa, play whatever.
Alexa, subscribe to this channel.
That's so meta.
Alexa, order dog food.
Oh God. Anyway, let's stop setting off.
Alexa, play Skyrim.
No.
Alexa, talk dirty to me.
Alright, okay, we're done.
Earlier, Kaylee asked Alexa if she had any pets. I don't remember why. I don't remember what brought it up. And Alexa's response was, "I used to have some bugs, but they were squashed pretty quickly." I
Oh,
was
that's
just like,
pretty great.
That's pretty great.
I still love Cortana when you ask her what she looks like.
I don't
A
remember
bunch of zeros and ones.
No.
What was it?
She goes, some people say that I look like a hoop or a circle or a halo.
Oh yeah, because it's a circle that talks.
Yeah.
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 No, the
remember
one
that
thing I will say though with the whole media thing though is again I think what it's becoming though is so we are in the gaming crowd.
Mhm.
We are that demographic. So consoles to us are for games.
Yes.
I think what Sony and Microsoft are looking at is saying, okay, cool, we have gamers. So let's just I'm throwing numbers out there. I don't know these numbers, but let's say 60% of the world are gamers. Okay,
Okay.
it's probably way higher than it really is. But anyway, 60% you're gamers. Microsoft and Sony are saying, okay, there's 40% of people that we're just missing. So
They're not
why don't we try to? So why not try and go through and sell to those
market.
people?
That's
Which is
So we'll throw in a 4K Blu-ray player on the Xbox One S or whatever, or we'll throw Netflix and all that in, or make it so you can
Okay.
stream. So I think it's more
So now
about
let's get rid of that
trying.
4K Blu-ray.
They're
But-
trying to pick
Yeah,
up, trying to pick up
yeah.
the casuals.
But you save $50.
Filthy casuals.
So hold on. Let's get really controversial here.
Oh boy.
What constitutes a gamer?
Anyone that plays games that's not Call of Duty or Madden.
if they like Angry Birds. I'm
See, here's
I would say
here's
someone
my-
that literally spends. I would,
So
I
you
would-
classify it as time spent.
yeah.
Because I think that's a pretty good way to do
I think
it.
that's
See,
a good. That's a good
I
metric.
don't consider somebody that plays like, oh, hey, I play Call of Duty when it comes out. And I'm not trying to say like you're not a game, but like there's some people that I talk to and that I work with that will be like, oh, hey, I'm a gamer because I play Call of Duty every year it comes out. But they play it for like a week and then stop playing it. And then like the next year Call of Duty comes out, so they buy it and play it for a week. And then for a year their system will sit there not being used. I don't call that a gamer.
No, you
You like games,
Yeah,
but I
you
don't
like
call you a
games
gamer.
and
To me,
casually play.
gamer is it's a way of life almost for us.
I
Like
I
we
consider
all,
a gamer
it's such a big part of our lives.
someone that will actively play games more than 3 or 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Even if you
See-
sit down and
See,
just
if
play
you
for
follow
30
that,
minutes.
I'm not a gamer right now.
I'm not right
I-
now, but I am a gamer. Because I was
That's
gonna say,
what
yeah,
I
it's been like
mean. You gotta-
since Game of
that's hard.
Thrones,
See,
I've been just trying to
that's
catch up
kind
on
of the
that.
same thing I'm in, but like on the same ticket, I normally would not consider like soccer mom sitting on her phone playing Bejeweled while waiting in line somewhere. I wouldn't necessarily say gamer.
But if
But
she's
then at
on
the sa-
levels 3,246,
Well, but at the same time, like look at
I'm gonna like this video because no one else does. Like it.
look at Larry, who has
I thought we were talking Leisure Suit Larry, and I was like, did you guys hear that's coming to Switch?
I did.
kind of is it
Go
high
on.
voltage? Sorry, hold on. Off
Sorry.
tangent. Larry, mostly recently, he's just been playing Azure Lane, which
Yeah.
Azure Lane is strictly a mobile game, but he plays it for long periods of time.
Is it
and
a mobile game?
it's a mobile game,
Oh, that explains so
How am I
much.
supposed to drink?
That game is weird.
I just
hard
like
to
the
follow.
smell.
right?
Yes.
I don't know. There's not.
I
much.
mean, it's just
Well,
both like
nothing in there. I could.
It
do
is.
that.
That's a switch.
I don't understand
Yeah.
the appeal, but man, he's
But-
great at it.
But see, that's the thing. So, but like, he's basically created an entire community around this mobile game now. So even though it's a mobile game, I mean, it's a mobile game that he
Same-
plays
same
for
logic, though.
long periods
Mobile
of-
PUBG
Boilermaker.
is almost streamed as much as regular PUBG.
Dude,
a
Ali
bitch.
is garbage at PUBG.
He is.
Garbage. Have you seen him play mobile?
No, Ollie, if you're watching
Dude.
this, we love you. You're an awesome friend, but you're terrible at PUBG.
Till he plays it on a mobile phone. When he plays on mobile, he has a 60% win rate.
Okay, question.
False.
And I'm not talking
Black
him
man.
dragging us through games to get wins in Apex. I mean, legitimately, he has a 60% win rate.
Ow.
I didn't. I didn't look back. I
Question.
couldn't see your elbow. I couldn't
What is
heard
the
it that
average age of people playing fucking PUBG on mobile?
You'd be surprised.
You'd be very
Honestly,
surprised.
apparently, a lot of Middle Eastern immigrants.
However,
Really?
Oddly enough,
there,
like
there are things that
seriously, Ali,
bother me.
like that's how.
No,
him
my
and his
question there
friends,
is
like,
why?
because
I don't mean this in a bad way. I
Because
don't take this the wrong way. Is it
everybody-
a situation of I can get like it's
everyone-
I have a phone, I
everyone has
can't get an
iPhones.
Xbox?
Not everybody has the same consoles and all that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
they get together and
Smartphones in
play
general.
on iPhones.
So does PUBG not do cross-platform? I
No,
thought
it
it
does not.
was.
No.
Oh.
It is not
It's
cross-platform.
not.
Fortnite is
And so
cross-platform.
Yeah,
here's the
honestly.
kicker, though, about PUBG.
You guys just hit me in the forehead.
There's certain things I don't like. First, I have seen people streaming PUBG Mobile with a mouse and keyboard, Bluetooth to their phone.
I have
What?
seen that
That's
too.
That's
what.
Yeah, it's a thing.
that's
It's
the thing.
legit.
That-
So that just blows my mind. Second, there are bots in those games. So I have seen people go have 46 kills, and how many of them are people? How many of them are bots? I don't know, because they make the bots have realistic 420 sniper XXX.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I will say, speaking of mouse and keyboard, did you see what game just got announced to be adding? Agreed.
Exactly.
Everybody has a phone. Not everybody has a PC or console. But did you see what just got
So that makes
announced
sense.
as having keyboard and mouse support on consoles now? All consoles, not just like Xbox One, but Xbox One, PS4.
Yeah.
Sims 4 is adding mouse and keyboard.
Fuck yes.
Wait, what?
Sims 4 is adding mouse and keyboard support on Xbox One and PS4.
Dang, it's
I
about
totally
time.
missed the Xbox and PlayStation comment, and I was like, dude, it's a PC game. Of course, it supports fucking mouse and keyboard.
Wouldn't that be funny if, like,
No, on
you
console.
You put it in your PC and it goes, please
With
plug
the
your
controller.
That'd be funny. You have to use your fucking joystick and
Yeah.
throttle.
Yeah,
You like
please,
the control.
please.
Like, come on, select that sim, damn it.
On
I will say though,
the box will say controller not included.
Joystick
back to
not
Leisure
found.
Suit Larry, real quick though. So is
I'm
High
gonna look
Voltage
it up.
actually doing it?
I will look that up real quick while you do. Keep talking. I'll look it up.
well,
I want to use my computer.
I was gonna say High Voltage is who did Magna Cum Laude, and
Magna cum laude.
well,
I just love the fact that the name of the game. Have you guys heard the name of this game?
I
just saw
I
it.
don't
Okay.
remember
I saw
it.
The name of the game is Leisure Suit Larry. Wet Dreams Don't Dry.
That's it. That's it. But anyway, but no, I
It
actually
is
met-
not. It's Crazy Bunch.
Okay.
I've never heard of
So-
them, and it's
so-
being published by Assemble.
I don't know them either. But High Voltage did Magna Cum Laude, and one of the guys that is the lead developer for High Voltage is always at FDIC. So I actually saw him this last week because High Voltage also is in charge of doing the realistic simulators for firefighters for training use. So he's made realistic firefighter simulators, and he made Leisure Suit Larry. But
There's not one without the other, bud.
I will say he's got some interesting stories about times
Okay,
he had to have
I
strippers
don't-
come in for realistic mocap.
Apparently, somebody came to them and was like, "Hey, you guys clearly are ripping off or like parodying the name of D4 Dark Dreams Don't Die," and they were like, "No, Wet Dreams Don't Dry is a coincidence. It's not. We're not ripping that off." No, like that's true. They
Yeah.
were like, "That's not a parody. It's a coincidence," and I was like, "That no, it's not. At least admit it." Like,
In relation to this game.
Oh, it's already
real
out on
quick,
PC.
'cause this was discussion I had at work today,
Mhm.
strange enough. Has everyone here been twerked on?
no.
Why did you have that?
Yes?
Why
I
did
was
you
about to
have
say,
that?
where,
I don't know. I don't remember why or how it came up.
Are you
just wasn't expecting you to say
are
that.
you getting fired from work
No,
for
it
harassment?
didn't.
You know my parents are watching this, right? Like
All right.
Well, here, let me explain what it is. Come here.
No, but there was a
At no
supervisor
point have
who
I
I
ever
sit
been
at
twerked on.
work, was basically just like,
names
How
have been redacted to protect the innocent.
how have you never been twerked on? And I'm like, what do you mean? How have you never been twerked on?
How have I
Because
avoided it my whole life?
Everyone has been twerked on. I refuse to believe no one has. And I was just like, and then me and
What fucking
another guy
life
was
do you
just like,
live?
we also haven't been twerked on. And he's just like, that's your homework for tonight.
So did you get twerked on tonight?
No.
I am so sorry.
She made macaroni and cheese instead. And I grilled
I-
burgers.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, macaroni and cheese.
one
and
may
grilled
last
burgers.
longer,
quick
depending on how much you
sidebar.
make.
Quick sidebar. How's the grill?
Oh, dude.
Oh, it was so good you weren't there. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah?
best hamburger I've ever had.
Two
So-
thumbs.
Yes, absolutely. So,
Fantastic.
two-
That's
two-
all I wanted to
Two
hear.
thumbs and a
and-
dick.
No, like licking everything off of those thumbs so you can get all of the juices out of the burger.
So,
Like the
It was
That's what I like to
so
hear.
good.
the
I
burgers
made-
were great.
They were so
the Jew dogs
perfect.
were amazing.
those
Whoa.
burgers,
They were
no,
Hebrew National
Hebrew
Burgers.
National
Okay.
dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
No, they're
No.
Jew dogs.
Yeah.
I totally was like
Hebrew National hot dogs.
So we had the pre-made
getting
patties
demonetized over here.
from like the meat department. Well, then we also got I think it was a 2-pound thing of just ground beef. So yesterday, Kaylee made the burger patties, and then I salted and peppered them pretty much the same way. Made double cheeseburgers. It was fucking better. I don't know how. So we had enough, and I made it again today.
Did you salt and pepper them and then let them sit?
For like 5 minutes? Yeah.
Mm.
It's just it's more
Yeah.
of I put
The
more.
brats were pretty good too.
I watch all these like YouTube like cooks and everything, and they always like it seems like they just fucking douse everything in salt and pepper, and I always thought that's too much. So on a whim, whenever everyone was over, I was like, yeah, I'll try it if it's too salty, whatever. I'll just blame the grill, and it just turned out fucking delicious. It was so good,
Salt makes everything better.
dude. I didn't realize how much better though.
I'm just gonna say this as
So
someone
far,
someone
I'm
that is a
yeah.
professional, like professionally cooks.
Yeah.
The only difference between me and a home cook is that like cooks know how to season. That is truly the only difference. Is we know how to properly season things. That's it. If a home cook can learn how to properly season things, you'll have restaurant quality food every meal.
How do you season?
Very heavily. Very heavily.
Shit.
I don't think that most people would be happy knowing how much salt we go through in a week. I'm talking.
And yes,
I'm
salt,
talking.
not glass.
Stop. I'm talking. In a week, we'll comfortably go through 30 pounds.
Holy shit. Well, explains why the delicious. It's so delicious.
Yeah, man.
So I have learned. Yeah, no, the girl has been super tough, and I am. At first, I was like, shit, you know, like because we kind of got low in the budgetary section of in like the bank count of like 59 cents. So, but then it was like we got paid.
You
like,
had 59 whole cents.
And yeah. So
Rich motherfucker.
I was about to say.
we got propane.
And propane accessories.
And propane accessories. And
Damn it, Bobby.
oh man, it was so good. And
That's all I want to do.
So happy.
All right, back on topic.
Yeah.
I have a thing I gotta say right now.
Yeah.
Is guess who just got their own comic book? It's Star Wars related.
Sanchez.
I'm only let you two
Porgs.
look. Yes,
Who?
There's a pork series.
Porkins. Sorry.
Oh, Porkins.
I thought you said Porkins.
Even better. I will
Porkins is getting his own
absolutely
book.
Read a Porkins book.
It's literally after going through and having a whole lot of trouble and going through a couple like really bad battles, they went through and told everyone that they could go on vacation. So it's Porkins' vacation the day before he dies. So it's literally about like Porkins just going on vacation and then dying.
Oh,
At least that's
I
what
will-
it looks
I will
like.
still
I'm
read the
going
shit
through
out
this
of that,
very
though.
fast, but
absolutely.
it's only one issue. It's Age of Rebellion Special number 1.
Oh, so it's a one.
It's a one shot.
Oh,
But I was just like, Porkins gets his
in,
own book.
in Star Wars comics, it's still on topic. So the new game that's coming out, apparently there are new Purge Troopers, but the Purge Troopers have actually been debuted in comics before. They have super badass looking black armor. And then the main enemy, the one in the trailer that has the cool red visor,
Yeah.
that is actually a sister. It's a nice sister. That's sister, the third sister or whatever, instead of the seventh from Rebels or Clone Wars or whatever. Yeah,
Interesting.
they're like super badass, force sensitive badasses.
I can't wait for this game. I've been really wanting a good single player Star Wars game for
Yes.
a long time.
Yes.
I still have the cool Battlefield moments in Battlefront if anyone wants to play. There's nothing.
Dark Horse presents Porkins gets a diabetes diagnosis.
Diabetes.
I gotta tell that story to you real quick. I'll let you finish though.
No, I was just gonna say. So earlier I was playing on Cretan. I think I
Okay.
said that right. It's from the most recent movie, The Last Jedi, with the
Yeah.
salt, not snow.
Yeah.
First off, that fucking engine. I don't know how I get above 100 frames, and when I turn around, I can see the exact foot patterns and movements in the salt. The little things, man.
That's pretty
fucking
badass.
amazing. But
Dude, welcome to Frostbite.
and that's what.
Like-
So I literally was running, and I was just firing the blaster, just in general down the line, because there were just fuckloads of people firing lasers at the AT-ATs and so on and so forth. And one of those cool, whatever Finn was in that movie,
Speeders.
they were, but they touched the ground.
Yeah.
It flew by and threw salt all up in the air and red dust everywhere, and I couldn't see. It was just really, it was a fucking cool moment. I wish I was
See,
recording
here's the
it
thing.
doing
I love Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Everybody stopped playing it because of the whole
I know.
microtransaction thing, and
I
the
know.
community just died. But,
But-
the gameplay and the
Yeah,
look and
visuals.
everything, visuals,
Yeah.
it's a great game.
A lot of people still play Starfighter Assault, and I will say, surprisingly enough, it takes me less than 30 seconds to get into a game. Still. So it still has some sort of community.
Yeah.
But Starfighter Assault on top of that, none like spinning through as a TIE fighter.
What
hitting the roar.
is Starfighter Assault?
So instead of being on the ground, everyone is in Starfighters, and you have different objectives to blow up different things.
Gotcha.
And then after you
Fighting in orbit.
after you get enough,
Assault within a starfighter.
Got it.
after you get enough points or whatever, you can end up being a hero. Starfighter, i.e.,
Come in with
Uh,
Anakin on the Naboo starfighter.
well,
Actually, no, I don't think that
yeah,
was the actual
that's
one.
not in it. But like you have like Kylo Ren's ship, you have Darth Maul's ship. They each have special abilities.
Aren't they supposed to be adding Galactic Conquest?
It's not Galactic Conquest. It is a super cool game type though. It's on Geonosis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's any other map. I only played Geonosis because it was like a 45-minute game. But basically,
Sounds like an EA game.
it's
Or
conquest. It's conquest, and you have to take so many to achieve 50 points or 50 tickets.
Yeah.
After you get 50 tickets, drop ships land, and whoever you have to board, and the other team, if they lost, have to try to kill you. For every person that boards, you get an extra ticket for the next phase, and you take off and you board their ship, their enemy ship. It's a lot like 2142's Battlefield, where you have the enemy or your ship and enemy ship in orbit, and so you fly up and you have to go through and destroy certain things, capture certain things, and if you don't get in the tickets, you go back down to the planet side and redo the conquest. So you go back and forth.
Really interesting.
It is a lot of fun.
When Battlefield 2142 came out,
Yeah.
I bought it and played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And never played online.
I've never played it. Period. That's one
Never
of the very
played
few
online.
Battlefield games I've never played.
Same here.
Speaking of which, that was another thing with the PS5 whole thing. So, Sony sat down with Wired
Wired.
Yeah.
and talked about the different specs and everything for the PS5.
Yeah.
Ray
Is that the names they're going with? by the way?
PlayStation 5
Is
as
it
of so
100%
far.
just-
Yeah.
Well,
It's his
Unconfirmed.
next gen console.
well,
Unconfirmed.
it's the
Next
next
gen.
gen console.
Okay.
They're saying PlayStation 5.
'Cause
Somebody
it's
else
from
was saying.
Portugal.
I don't know if the whole Panther thing was
He
a
was
joke.
he was yes and
Codename
no.
Panther?
Like I don't know exactly what that was.
If it's PlayStation Wakanda, I'm gonna lose my shit.
But no, long story short, so there was a Pastebin. You know what Pastebin is, right? So Pastebin is like a anonymous website where you type different stuff in Word
Sure.
documents and post it online and
Sure.
anonymous.
Anyone can
Well,
access it.
Sorta, yeah.
Go on.
But anyway, so there was a post on Pastebin back. It was December 3rd, and there was a lot of information on PlayStation 5. And I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Every single thing that Sony talked about with Wired was already mentioned in this Pastebin.
Oh.
Like down to this processor, this graphics card. These we're doing solid state hard drives instead of optical hard drives. Like everything was already
That's
talked about in
cool.
this Pastebin. One of the featured games that will be a non-exclusive was Bad Company 3.
Oh, I've heard about this rumor.
Yeah.
So,
E3 can't come fast enough.
I mean,
A lot of
If they go back
companies
to
have announced their
modern
press
days of
conferences now,
Battlefield,
by the way.
I'll be-
Oh, I know.
Microsoft is June 9th.
yeah, I'm taking off that
I
entire
was
week.
gonna say, I need to request some time.
Are we all?
I
Doing
was
E3
planning
again?
on doing it again. The Bleedcast for E E3.
Maybe.
Mostly last
I
year
don't
was
have
just
any
me and
vacation
Nick.
left, guys. I kind of used it all.
Yeah, I need.
Whatever.
I'll,
My vacation resets next month.
I'll probably have to
Mine
pick
doesn't.
a certain
know, mine
day or
does.
two to request off, but I should be able to.
My vacation resets next month, and I think I get 3 weeks. Something like that.
As of
Yeah,
this-
I literally earn every single week. Like mine accrues throughout the year, so I basically can take off whenever the fuck I want. I love it. I don't know. I want to hear you guys' opinion of this though.
Apparently, and then got right back up and skyrocketed.
It keeps doing that where it like drops, but like no one's
Oh,
actually.
but then
leaving.
it still says concurrent viewers is still all the same anyway.
Yeah,
it
so it's
doesn't
just like the number drops. But anyway, I want to hear what your guys' opinion of this is. Okay, this is gonna be really confusing. This is getting into work stuff, but y'all have jobs too.
We are employed.
So I think this is kind of stupid.
Now.
So we now have our vacation time, and we have protected vacation time.
Actually, keep talking about that. I'll
Yeah.
get back.
The protected is designed for, hey, I need to call in sick this day. You don't get in trouble for that day. Like, it doesn't count against you for taking that day off. Okay?
Okay.
You can earn up to 48 hours of protected in a year.
Sure.
Okay? So you can essentially call off 6 times in a year. You're covered. You don't get in trouble. So they cannot take protected PTO away. No matter what happens, you have it. Whatever you've earned, you get to keep.
Sure.
But at the end of each year, you can only roll over 80 hours of PTO total.
Okay.
Now, with that said, protected can't be touched. So, protected you have. Anything over 80, you get to keep. Anything under 80, they go through. Let's say you have 50 hours here, then you can only keep 30 hours of regular PTO. Okay. So, for instance, let's say at the end of 2 years, you have 90 hours of protected PTO that you've never used,
Yeah.
and then the end of the year rolls over. They won't take 10 hours away, but they take all of your regular PTO. So then now, if you want to take a vacation, you have to use your sick days to do it. So now you took a vacation,
That's
so
a
now you're
weird,
out of
super
sick days.
convoluted way.
That is a
Yeah,
very
is it
system.
not? They were all like, guys, it's easy. And they just explained it again the exact same way. And I was like,
What?
what?
So, it
No,
sounds like an easy way to make it so they don't have to pay as much time off.
So make sure that you use your sick day.
I
So,
guess.
see,
Call in.
With my
Yeah, well, this is the other great thing that they told us, okay? They were like, now the one thing we're going to tell you guys is there's certain days that are going to count as 2 occurrences. So if you need to take a day off, you have to use 16 hours instead of 8 hours. Okay?
That's
Black Friday. That's the only thing I can
Basically
see
all
them-
holidays.
That
So
sounds
like
illegal.
Black Friday, going through and doing sorry, I got to think for a second. Christmas week, stuff like that. There's specific weeks. Now, next weekend, Easter weekend, is one of those days.
Yeah.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's double points. Anyway, long story short, I'm getting at this. They basically told us if you save up 16 hours, you don't ever have to work a Black Friday in your life because technically we can't do shit about it. I was like, that's all I heard.
That's all I heard. 16 hours.
It was also really funny because they were telling us this whole new system. It just started like last month. So they were like, basically, what we have to tell you guys is because it was on this was on a Friday. Our weeks reset on Saturday. So they were like, okay, so what we have to tell you guys at the meeting this morning, it was like 9 in the morning. They were like, so everybody's attendance resets tomorrow. So you're all gonna be back at 0. 6 people stood up and just walked out of the fucking break room and left.
I mean,
can you blame them?
They were just like out.
So, because we haven't said what companies we work for, we should probably keep it that way. So the way my company works is we get our vacation time, and then we get our sick time, which is completely separate, which we can use in advance. So if I have a doctor's appointment coming up, I can use my sick time. Or I can just say, hey, I have a doctor's appointment coming up, and I just fucking take the day off with sick time.
I
Or
wish
can-
Best Buy would do that.
Or I could clever. Or I could call in and use that sick time, but I still get a point. And then I also have personal time, so I have 2 weeks of vacation time, 48 hours, so a week and a day of sick time, and then 24 hours of personal time.
Kroger fucks us the same way.
see, we get vacation, PTO.
Yeah.
PTO, you rack up 60 hours over the course of a year. You can roll 10 to the next year or not.
That's all they let you roll is 10?
10 hours.
They let us roll 80.
If you don't use your hours, you lose them. But at the end of
What?
the year, if you want, you can straight cash them out. You can go down to HR and say, okay, you know what, I want to roll 10 hours over to next year, but the 50 hours that I have accrued, I don't want to use. I just like to cash it out, and you literally fill out a form, and they add
sign it to verify that you do actually have,
They add
in fact, that time. and
50
they just-
hours worth of pay onto your next paycheck.
Hold
Then
on,
you have
dude.
vacation time, which you earn after being there for a year. After 1 year, you get a week of vacation time. After 2 years, you get 2 weeks of vacation time. After 5 years, you get 3 weeks, and so on and so
Yep,
forth
same.
ad infinitum.
You have to go and sign a paper for them to pay you?
Yeah.
For your
It's
if
just
you
to
don't
verify
use
to
your
make sure you
PTO,
have it.
if you don't use your PTO,
I
and
get
you want
that.
to cash it out, if you want to turn it into money on your paycheck, you have to fill out you have to sign a sheet saying I want to use my PTO hours as extra pay instead
On this
instead
check.
of actually using them as paid time off.
Target literally just cashes us out.
This guy apparently
No,
he has 4 jobs.
No, I'm serious.
It's a very clever way.
No, but seriously, what I don't understand is they cash us out automatically. Like if it's April 1st, I can't remember whatever day
Yeah,
it
the
is.
fiscal
April Fool's Day. Here's some money.
April Fools, you guys have been slaves this whole time.
The end of the fiscal
We haven't paid you a dime.
The end of the fiscal year is usually the end of February with most retailers.
But I mean, they literally just cash us out.
Yeah.
So
They just tell us like,
with
hey,
with ours, they
you didn't
literally
use them,
say,
here's your
hey,
money.
Heads up, it resets January 1st.
you
If
have
you don't
3
use
pay
it,
periods left.
yeah, you have 3 pay periods left, and they even have special paperwork that they just start passing out to people like, which check do you want it on? Please get rid of
It
it.
just seems like
And
a
then if
lot
it
as opposed to
it
just.
just
Well, see,
disappears.
I don't
what-
have to do anything. They just give it to
Personal
me.
time- Personal time is just 24 hours. That'll never go up or down, and it's just there. If I don't use it, it's gone. Sick time, they pay out at the end of the fiscal year. So if I have 48 hours, I get an additional 48 hours that is just straight time on top of it. Vacation, I can roll over 40 hours a year.
I have 270 hours of sick time that I have been allowed to roll over for the last 10 years, okay? Guess what?
What?
It's physically impossible to use. It's there and it's on my paperwork, but I can't use it. In order to be able to use it, you have to have no other PTO at all. You can't have vacation, sick time, nothing. You can't have anything else. And it can only be used taking care of an immediate family member with a notice from the hospital stating that you had to be there. So basically, I have
That sounds
276
more like
hours that I'll
FMLA.
never use.
Yeah, that's
That's-
definitely FMLA.
No, it literally is. I'll fucking pull up my check.
He's gonna pull up his
For
check from Goodwill.
Blockbuster,
No, this one was Circuit City.
So back on track to not work.
Oh yeah.
Nick, what do you want to talk about?
What was the next thing?
Should we do we want to go into Game of Thrones now or save that for later?
At the end, when I'm not here,
Okay.
Okay.
I almost feel like we shouldn't go into it at all. That's one of those. Super
I'm gonna say
touchy-
yeah. Like I am. Still
I will have
Wait till
literally
later in
zero
the season.
contribution.
Did you know that in
Jon Snow's gay.
Tokyo, I think it's Tokyo, Game of Thrones doesn't air till Monday night.
Fuck
Oof.
that.
Yeah.
It's pirates.
Sadness.
Never mind.
Just pirate it.
Or just have DirecTV. You'll get it 5 hours
Yeah, or
early.
just-
Both first and second episodes at the same time.
There's some poor intern somewhere that was in a data center that flipped the wrong switch and,
Did
immediately
you not
was
hear about
like-
that?
No.
Oh,
Someone was like, "Oh
fuck.
shit! I thought it was Eastern time, not
So,
Pacific time.
so
or Pacific time."
Do
Not
you know
Eastern.
how
DirecTV now?
Fucking excuse.
You know what DirecTV now is?
Yeah.
So DirecTV Now,
This is
the day that the new
ridiculous.
episode was supposed to hit, which was Sunday, they accidentally uploaded it onto DirecTV Now 5 hours early.
yes.
Not only did they upload episode 1, they also uploaded episode 2.
What's up?
Yes. I've been
Yeah,
really awaiting this.
So how do you do?
Corey and I
that?
both went in on this.
I mean, it's literally just-
Someone in
like-
a data center somewhere pushed it to the servers without
without
realizing.
You were scaring me when you had it, because he's like, check it out, man.
Hey, it's the Goonies thing. I got it. I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
crashed. Don't got it. You
98.6%.
Where is it showing?
Yeah. 98.6 or 98.6 proof.
Sick of
This is the
Yeah.
fifth fact
Yes.
on January of 2018.
Yeah, it's
Oh, no, I'm
legit.
sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
January 18th of 2019.
It's 177 hours, but yeah, it's not FLMA or anything. It's just sick time that it's of it. It should just say sick time unavailable. 177 hours.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Ish. Here.
Shut up, Siri.
Can you Siri?
Holy shit! I'm taking a vacation soon.
Here, go back to your list.
Anyway.
Real
So,
quick. I just remember what.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Blood Oath. I grabbed it. So
I can't open this, right? Everyone's okay with that?
yeah, 100%.
No.
I don't know what that.
I was gonna
is.
say
No,
I don't
it's
care
not.
about them, but I think only
You know
you
what
and
that
I
is?
have say over whether or
I
not.
say
they're
this is
doing
just
it.
me wanting to talk about
At least
something.
at this point. But no,
You need to trash.
oh, 100% agree. it's
This is what
marketing.
you wanted to talk about.
But well, here's my other
Yeah,
thing about the whole
that
thing.
we
So
should probably
so
mention that.
DirecTV
Do I?
Now is where that accidentally leaked.
Obviously,
Okay.
put it wherever you want.
No,
Guess
this is
what?
the rest.
AT&T
That-
is
oh,
having a
I
huge
follow.
sweepstakes, and whoever wins the sweepstakes gets the actual
in
Iron
this.
Throne used in the filming of the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
But-
purchase necessary.
No purchase necessary.
But you have to
just
be our
an
customer.
AT&T customer.
Buying
Means
our
that you're
service.
paying.
I am.
Yeah, enter the
Well,
sweepstakes.
give,
How? Where? Where do I go?
give it to me.
Don't drop the bottle. Like that's why.
Yeah, hold on.
How do I go? Where do I go?
I don't know.
I'll enter it. Somebody else can have it.
ATNTsucksdicks.com. How do you open this?
You pull the cork out.
Well, no, but like, do I just tear that? I don't want to fuck this up. Like, okay.
I wonder if it's under the AT&T Thanks app. Oh, I wanted to sniff it first. I wanted to put my nose in it.
But no.
Of
So
like my
so,
cat's
yeah,
asshole.
I find it funny that DirecTV Now is the one that has the leak, and AT&T is who's doing this. So like, they're rewarded with.
They're not rewarded. It
fuck
means
up.
they were like,
Oh,
sorry,
it's
we
not.
fucked up. Here's $50 million for us fucking up. By the way, while we're paying you, just give us the
Okay.
Iron Throne also.
Okay.
Throw it
You-
on
you
the
pour for you
shopping
guys.
cart. Okay,
And,
can
Yeah,
we?
it's not a
Are we?
very audible
Are we?
call.
While you guys are doing
No, it is
that,
not.
can we talk about Earth Defense Force?
Wow.
EDF 4.1.
Shane was very excited to talk about Earth Defense Force.
Like the new one that's supposed to be coming out.
Or you
I
can
don't
talk
know
about the
jack
other
shit
thing,
about it.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Or you can do the other thing. I didn't want to
I
like
love
give you a
EDF,
topic. I just
so
want to help
I am down for
everybody
anything.
stay on topic.
So wait, so you haven't seen like the review gameplay for Iron Rain?
No.
That's not enough.
Corey doesn't want to drive home.
That's not enough.
No, I'm gonna put an ice cube in it.
Oh, okay.
Try without the ice cube first. Trust me.
Obviously.
Okay.
Calm down, fucking you whiskey snob.
No, I'm just.
Gatekeeping the whiskey over here.
Last time I said I wanted to put water in my whiskey, you went, fucking bitch.
I mean,
That's a good Nick impression.
I literally felt like
There's
you had
a
a
glass
cock
for
in your ass
Shannon.
when you said
that's what I
that.
was saying.
You bitch.
How much do you want, Shannon?
7. I don't know.
Why? What is your obsession with 7?
So you should pour a little bit in the cup and give him the
Ready?
bottle and just let us split the cup.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What are you gonna do?
I would have
No,
done.
tell me what you want.
I would have done the exact
It's not that
opposite.
simple.
Hold on. I would have done the exact opposite and been 1, 2.
Oh,
Three.
starts
That's fine, that's fine,
overflowing,
that's fine,
pouring
that's fine.
out.
That's good. Thank you.
I'm a very generous man.
I'll see that.
I'm a generous lover.
No, but just to quickly go over it, because I said I know you like EDF. Has anybody else played Earth Defense Force here?
I have played Earth
Not the
Defense
newest
Force.
one.
So
Okay, well,
I played the one that originally launched on PS4. and
that's 4.1.
Was that what it was? Okay,
Yes,
I was gonna say
4.1.
I played that for a little bit. I did not have it long. I need to get it again. So that's actually a game. So funny enough, this is a game that we actually. It was the very first game.
No.
Do
you
we
keep
all
talking.
remember
I
this?
thought-
No,
I
I
was
know.
saying
I'm trying to
for
think of
enough,
who all was in.
Drake was
Were
in
we
it.
all in the original?
I
Except
came
for
the first time I came for the podcast. It was the podcast when you guys were supposed to be talking about it.
okay. So one of the things we used to do on the podcast, and something I would like to take a
Is it gonna
vote
be okay to
on.
the side?
I would like to take a vote on this, and I think we need to get back into this. One of the things we used to do is every
the,
month we would go
the-
through and we would all pick a game, we would all play it, and
yeah.
all group review it.
Yeah.
But Earth Defense Force was the first game that was picked.
Yeah.
It was the very first game we ever played, so I did go through and play it as part of that, and
Gotcha.
I really enjoyed it. My issue was
That
I
kind of
didn't
mindless
have it.
just shooting.
Yeah, I just didn't have it long enough to get like crazy far into it, so I didn't get to play as much as I would like.
Gotcha. No, it's
But I
supposed to be just
enjoyed
kind
it.
of like an over-the-top B movie, just a blast kind of fun
Yeah,
game.
100%.
But I just want to just kind of go over just a few random points about it, because this is something that I've not liked very long. I played it for the first time. Was it March, Nick? Nick, are you live?
No. I'm thinking.
When was the Humble Bundle? For that?
That's what.
I think it was.
I think.
Is it February or March? No, if I was in February.
Yeah, it was February because I
Yeah.
haven't redeemed March yet, and April's the upcoming one with.
Okay,
Assassin's
so it
Creed,
was
right?
February. So I played this for the first time like 2 months ago, and like I burned through the whole game because it was, I don't know, it was just fun. But the newest one, so you know how it kind of looks like a PS2 game, but just kind of upscaled. Like honestly, it's kind of
Yeah.
the
It
new
always does.
the newest one is in the Unreal Engine. On the throne, he found it.
And then you turn it into a toilet
Guys, if I fucking win, I'm going to shit my pants.
onto the Iron Throne.
No,
No.
it will not touch there.
Can you imagine we all gather around the gaming table for like Pathfinder, and then he's got his giant DM screen and a giant fucking Iron Throne.
I just think-
Welcome.
I just think it's gonna be
Welcome
fucked
to
up
my
when.
dungeon. You will all
Just
die.
imagine Carrie trying to put the little felt pads on the bottom of it.
I just think it's gonna be fucked up when he walks in the house. Evie's sitting on the throne, and Lino and Gizmo are literally speared on the tops of it.
She's been very aggressive lately. Would not surprise me.
Okay,
Just like, this is my house, bitch.
everybody, take a big sniff with an open mouth.
Am I allowed to?
With an open.
Yes,
Okay.
you're only having a little bit.
Hold on. How do you take a sniff with an open mouth?
That's what I meant to do.
I can't.
Open your mouth and breathe in through your nose.
I feel weird. I feel like I
I'll
had
be
to try
honest.
way too hard to do that.
I don't know why you have to. open
Another
your mouth.
another way to do it is dip your finger in it, put it on your palm, and rub your hands together, and smell, and you'll get the
I've
same.
also heard it's a suppository,
It
but I
almost
haven't
smells
tried
like
it yet.
maple syrup.
I can give you that.
It's really
Very like
Caramelly.
maple, caramel,
Oaky.
butterscotch. Really oaky.
Very frothy.
lot of vanilla.
really okay.
So whenever people sip this or sip whiskey and they taste the caramel, what the fuck are they talking about?
The caramel.
Nestle.
So the flavor, the flavor. They're saying it tastes like caramel. You've had caramel, whatever you want to call it. Okay,
I've yet to have a single whiskey that tastes any.
I have to
different
get with him
from
on that.
Caramel.
it's very slight notes. The thing about it is,
It's people trying to sound like pompous asses. They read the label ahead of time and it says it's supposed to taste like that.
See,
so that's what they
you
said.
say that, but I know people. Well, today in the fucking Master Sommelier class, he's sitting there and he's like, "All right, pick up the left one and then pick up the right one and,
And
then
they were-
take a sniff. You guys mix these up. This is the 2015. This is the 2005. You
Straight
put it
up
in the wrong spot.
Okay, I'm
one
not
smell.
smelling
He
it.
literally was
I
immediately
am
like, "Yeah, you
not
got these mixed up."
saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying he's a pompous ass.
Well, when he's one of 250 in the world.
No, I'm sorry, I'm
No,
not
I'll-
drunk. I was
no,
just
I'll
rubbing
support-
whiskey on my hands. Have fun driving home, bitch.
But no,
I really smell the sweetness, to be honest. But like,
Yeah.
I've yet to have.
Hold on,
anything
I need
that's
to-
But that's
I need-
because it was
I
done
need
in
some
rum
chaser.
casks.
I've never remotely even gotten.
Nick almost had a heart attack. I was
I
gonna.
seriously thought he was about to pour some
I
Baja
gotta
Blast
say,
into
buddy-
this. I was gonna be like, Joey, you're done.
I was gonna say I love you, but you are kind of an alcohol snob, specifically whiskey.
But what I'm saying is, you
Cheers
need
to
to
that.
start. You need to start neat, 100%.
No, you know what I
Gotta
like?
do neat.
All for one,
Every-
one for all. Fuck those
Every
two.
single person I've ever seen, or everything that talks about whiskey
Thank
and all that stuff, always talks about drink it how the fuck you like it. It doesn't matter what other people think.
This is true.
What I'm saying is, you try it neat, then whatever you want to do, go for it.
I'm gonna
But,
jizz
but,
it.
but your first iteration,
Icky whiskey.
That was a
Should be.
funny joke that you never got to
All right.
hear. That I'm gonna ruin for you. I'll tell you in a second.
Congrats
We're
on the
gonna break.
podcast, gentlemen.
yes.
Oh.
Congrats, everyone, to Evil.
All right. First
I feel
sips.
like we're just doing this stupid.
Sips. Sips. That was really good.
Okay.
I don't taste any caramel. I don't know what the fuck.
It went straight to my nose.
It has a bite in the very
I get
beginning,
it.
but then it's
I get it on
super
the
super
smooth.
smooth, right?
I get it on
as
the
soon as it
exhale.
ends. Yeah.
I get the caramel on the exhale.
I don't know what I did. It went into my nose.
Okay.
No, you don't drink
I
like
get
that.
the alcohol.
You're not
whiskey.
supposed to snort it.
Really?
What is it?
What notes do you get out of that? You know I'm tone deaf. I
C
could also be
G
fucking taste
D E.
deaf. Those burgers I had, they could have been shit. for all I know.
I mean,
We all were just being nice. We actually
again,
threw him off the deck.
I'm still getting the caramel, still getting like almost a little butterscotch, but like
Butterscotch?
Smoky. It's
I taste
smoky.
alcohol.
like oaky.
I taste the oaky. That's
The
it.
wood.
I taste
A
alcohol.
lot of the wood. I'm also getting.
I see dead
a
people.
Slight, maybe itty bitty tiny teensy bit of toffee.
Titty bitty committee.
I get more butterscotch before I get toffee.
No, actually, that was weird. Taking the small drink of water, I taste toffee. That's weird.
So here's another thing. So get a mouthful, move it around your mouth, like make sure you get it like all over your mouth, like go. I don't want to say swish it around like mouthwash, but
Swish it around like mouthwash.
basically swish it around like mouthwash.
Welcome to Learning Whiskey. We're your hosts.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Cool-whip?
But then once you swish it around your mouth and everything, and you get the good feel,
Something cheddar biscuit.
inhale through your mouth, close your mouth, exhale through your nose.
And you'll get a lot more of the notes.
What? No. What the fuck are you talking
C
about?
sharp.
The flavors.
No, he's right. That's weird.
Uh-huh.
So the thing is,
it makes
it's
the
70,
oak
70
way stronger. I don't so much. Do
Oh wow! I
caramel.
forgot music that bad.
like 70%
I was gonna
of
say
70%
it's
of
not C
taste
sharp, it's
is
D
based
flat,
off
and
your-
I was like,
based
wait,
off
is
your
D
notes.
flat a thing? Now I can't remember.
A B C C D and
So if I put- if I
C
put a-
sharp is D flat.
If I
Yeah,
put
I know,
this
but
tiny ice cube
there's
in,
one of
am I
them that
gonna
doesn't
get yelled at?
exist.
C
I
flat
like
doesn't
over.
exist.
No,
There's
you-
C
no C
flat
flat.
doesn't exist.
There's no
Okay.
C flat
I
or B
like it
sharp,
cold too,
and
but I don't
then,
use an ice cube. I use
It's
whiskey
been way
stubs.
too long.
I have
I need to
the
get
home, but I don't-
Tina. You
Yeah.
need to teach me
No.
better.
Because I just don't like it getting diluted. But like 70% of taste is all in your nose. Like a lot of
So
it
there's
comes
also
from,
no,
from the nose.
G sharp or G sharp or is it G sharp or G flat? No G flat.
There's no G flat.
That's what it is.
What about H sharp?
So when you
so good.
when you
It is really good.
He
Run it around
immediately
your
just
mouth.
ignored me.
inhale
This is what I wanna
and
put
then
in my
exhale,
decanter.
all of that.
Too bad it's-
So
All
I
of
should.
it-
I
all of
do
it
all
goes
of that,
out your
and I'm gonna
nose.
hear music in my ears.
Yes.
So is this
Okay.
whiskey
Yes.
or bourbon?
So this is a
Synesthesia.
bourbon whiskey.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Do you want me to explain this whole thing?
Sure.
So, all bourbon is whiskey, not all whiskey is bourbon. So, in order for it to be legally called bourbon, it's
Has to be made in Kentucky.
False.
Actually,
So-
I did know that because
Told me
Nick.
that,
No,
so
no,
sure.
has to be made in the U.S. 90, it's like 96.4% of bourbon
Like 4
comes from
years
Kentucky.
ago, you told me it had to come from Kentucky.
That's false.
Liar.
Because 4
That
years
was-
ago,
that was the-
I,
that was
I
the
would
other
have known
Nick.
better.
That was other Nick.
No, because
We don't talk about other Nick.
I
That was
was
Nick
I was
Meyer.
already working at the
This
Walmart
is the Nick
Supercenter
that
bar.
lit everything on fire.
No,
the Walmart Supercenter bar.
no, I was already working at the JW at that point, so like I already knew like, because I mean it would have been maybe longer than 6 years ago. I could have been ignorant to that kind of shit, but I would never have said that bourbon had to be made in Kentucky. But anyway, no, so it has to be made in America. It has to be made 51% corn, and it has to be aged a minimum of 4 years in a brand new charred American oak barrel.
Yep.
American
I've heard
Oak.
all of that before.
Mhm.
That's the only reason why I remember this conversation. All I'm saying, it could have been longer than 4 years. All I know is I remember you going, yeah, it's got to be made in Kentucky. That's what makes.
I'm
it
pretty
bourbon.
sure I heard you say it in like '97. I remember you saying like.
He's like sitting there fucking playing.
I don't know,
Big Nick.
he was
I'm
an
like,
out-
oh,
9
bourbon
years-
is from Kentucky, motherfucker.
9 years old,
You-
in cash, man. Urgh.
You were that kid online. No, he was the one that was an alcoholic at the age of 2. Thanks to my grandpa.
Whiskey for teething.
No, he
No.
went through and kept trying to take my grandpa's beer. So my grandpa was like, "Seriously, you're not gonna like it." So he took his binky and literally dipped it in the
Pacifier.
beer. Pacifier, binky, same thing.
Same
Handed
thing.
it back.
Same-
Nick shoved it in his mouth and then like sucked on it, looked at him, handed it back and was like, "More." And my mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And my grandpa was like, "I didn't think you'd like it."
Hey, Grandpa Joe. Anyway,
It was destined to be. Nick was
yeah.
gonna be an alcoholic.
but no, seriously. Yeah, this is so amazing. So with Blood Oath, it started in 2015. They do an annual release every year. This is the 5th batch.
Is that how that works?
It
Oh,
smells good.
okay, that's fine.
That was so good. I really liked it.
No,
Just
yeah.
throw the glass.
I
behind
I
you.
wanted you to at least get a sip and taste of it.
No, I
Like,
absolutely
like,
wanted a sip. I
yeah.
just don't want to drink anymore because it's already like
No,
my stomach's starting to hurt.
I get you. That's the other thing. It is.
I will totally drink that motherfucker. I can do beer. I just can't do
Can you
liquor.
finish
Hey.
it?
Hey.
Last time you didn't finish it.
I don't care. I'm not worried
Remember.
about
Did
it.
I not?
It's you.
That's
No,
good
no,
cheap
no.
beer.
Oh
I'm
fuck!
not
I
a
forgot.
Union
We're
fan,
fucking
though.
supposed to stop saying fuck. Sorry.
Fuck.
You shouldn't say fuck. No, we shouldn't say fuck.
We're-
Fuck.
We're not
No.
Bleepcast anymore, guys.
Well, no.
Sorry, Tina. I love you. That's from South Park.
So Tina texted. It was like, so guys.
Please
can
try
we-
to watch your language because she
Try-
keeps
try-
she tries to watch, but she can't stand that word. So like every time we say it, she just like winces and is just like, I can't get
No
through this
fucks, no
podcast.
It's like-
G's,
it's like
no
hearing
C words.
Christo. That was a supernatural reference.
You know what word we are allowed to say though
There we go.
that she hasn't banned? Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh God. Sorry, Tina. So
My dad has a
podcast.
weird
No, I know.
tick.
I-
Yeah,
I've
So-
known you
so-
guys that long.
If you say Giovanni Ribisi,
the actor's name. It gets stuck in my dad's head, and he just says it for days. Literally in his head, for
so
days.
he's probably
just
sitting here
Giovanni Ribisi,
watching this
Giovanni
podcast
Ribisi,
right
Giovanni
now.
Ribisi, Giovanni Ribisi.
Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah.
he's gonna keep repeating it.
And I'm
He's gonna
talking
be
like,
like
4
David
days
Boyce.
later, like he's still saying it, and he just wants to kill us.
That's super weird.
So,
It's basically my dad's kryptonite. If he ever goes to
next
murder
time we
you,
all
just
go
say
to a
Giovanni
movie, I'm just
Ribisi.
gonna
and
very
you're set.
subtly be like,
Giovanni Ribisi.
No, you know what you do?
that was really weird.
You know what you do? We tell it to everyone in the theater before Dad gets there.
The lights go
400.
down. All the trailers are about to start, and then it says dead silence. And it's like this preview has been approved for blah blah blah, blah. And then everyone in the theater, Giovanni Ribisi, like at the
It's
same
almost
time.
just like
Imagine the
Alan
words
Mugule.
that go.
ASMR to a whole nother level.
Dude, did I ever tell you guys?
Giovanni Ribisi. Except
Oh yeah, it's
left.
only in the left ear. So
Right now.
you just heard Giovanni.
Except
ever
these are
tell you-
all mono. Anyway,
We're mono.
Did I ever tell you guys when I
I've
went and
never
saw
heard mono.
I know I have.
I know you have.
It sucked.
I went and saw Dark Knight on the IMAX one day during a really bad thunderstorm.
Yes.
And literally, the IMAX lost power because I worked at the theater at the time. It lost power in the middle of the dining room scene where he walks in and the whole "We Are Tonight's Entertainment." Literally, power out, pitch black. You can't see anything. There's no emergency lights, anything. Flashlight comes on in the back. This guy holds up to his face and goes, "We are tonight's entertainment." And he starts walking down the stairs. And this was like, what was it? No, this was before the shooting at Dark Knight Rises. But everyone was still just like, "Fuck this." It was just like,
we're out.
yeah.
So and that's what. So to try not to give away our position, you remember when the house blew up?
Yes.
I mean, most people
Yeah.
know we live in
Across the street from. our
Ask
parents'
Kaylee
house.
if she
Yeah.
remembers that house blowing up.
What?
Have you never heard that story?
Maybe.
So literally, we were playing Halo 4. It happened, and I swear to God, we thought a car had crashed through our house. We thought it hit
Oh, was
us.
that strong?
We thought it hit us. Like, we did not realize
Well,
there
it
was something else going on.
The housing edition across the street.
Right. Well,
So,
Go
oh,
ahead.
well, I was just going to say, so when it went off,
Yeah.
literally the whole house shakes. She was like, can you go downstairs and check on that and see what that is? Because I think someone's breaking into the house. I was headed to the closet and was like, whoever the fuck that is can have what they want.
So
It was Juggernaut.
the same time.
On the juggernaut, bitch.
The same time that was happening, I was at the
Fine.
movie theater with my dad, and we were watching the latest James Bond movie.
Oh, God.
And it timed. It's terrible because of everything that happened. It was really terrible.
Wow, 3D got
But-
really good.
It was Quantum of Solace,
Oh, that
and
was
it was the
bad.
moment when he blows up the entire the like complex, and it was blowing up, and they were walking away, and that happened. And the only reason I know that happened because I literally turned to my dad because we felt it. The whole theater shook. And I was like, "These systems got really good." And Dad was like, "This is like really strong, like rumble."
That's what's crazy, though, is okay, that theater is like 20 miles away. 15 miles away, maybe. I'm not good at...
It's probably about 10.
Okay. I was like 500 feet.
My dad lives in
AMC?
No,
Oh,
Where?
which theater?
the other theater. Without giving away our
Regal. Got it.
It's not a Regal anymore, so it doesn't matter. Oh, it is a Regal.
I was about to say the fuck.
It used to be.
Okay,
an AMC.
hold on,
My,
sorry.
dad, my
Hold
dad
on, hold
lives
on.
really close to that theater,
Yeah.
and he had like things fall off of his wall.
Yeah.
Hold on. Without giving our position away.
People in my dad's housing edition had to have their foundation redone because the blocks like just
Shifted.
crumbled and shifted.
Yeah.
Without giving our position away, we're talking about the theater next to the Greenwood Park Mall or on the other side of the housing edition where it was AMC.
That's all right.
And
Let,
Seriously, this is
Let is the only really other person watching, and he's already done all the research. He knows my real name.
this is the best Valentine ever. Everyone should give this to their significant other on Valentine's
I'm
Day.
the Juggernaut, bitch.
It's literally roses are red, chocolate is rich. Be my Valentine. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
What is the point of this?
So,
Oh, that's a sex toy.
oh wait, I've got one right here. So the whole point, so you have the wine,
Yeah,
corkscrew down,
yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
corkscrew down,
Yeah.
corkscrew down, corkscrew
Mhm.
down.
yeah. I get it.
Then you put this right here.
Why
and
is
use
that
this
on
to
my
pull
phone?
out.
Yeah.
But look, there's still going to be some left. So bring this back
Just
up,
roll it.
and you can. Right.
Why is that on my phone?
I don't know. I got the full calendar over here. It's the Sexy Gus calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was January. Anyway, no. What else was on this list of shit to talk about? We're at 11 o'clock now.
Halo TV series.
So
Discless
we've
Xbox
got
One S.
Discless,
Oh.
Dickless, excuse me, Xbox One S, Halo TV series, Resident Evil 3 remaster. We also have Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey VR. And then if we
Wait,
had
Mario Odyssey.
time,
This is the first time hearing about that one.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey is going to be VR as well.
yes
Is
and
there?
no. So it is not entirely.
I submitted my entry. That's really cool.
That is cool.
I
So,
would read it out.
oh,
loud,
dude,
but
screenshot that shit.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, before you lose it.
I was gonna say I would read that out loud, but Mister, I'm anal about information.
I am.
Corey, who lives at 6132, Social Security number 87.
8675309.
One.
Jenny.
You know what's really weird, and I shouldn't know this? No, like, this is really weird. So I was hanging out at my not work at Family Video. I had to think of another company. And I was literally hanging out in there while they were going through personnel files. I should not. I don't even know if I should admit this. Anyway, but they were going through personnel files. There is an employee that I work with whose social security number, the first 7 digits are the same as mine.
They just were born really fucking close.
Yeah,
to
they
you.
were born.
I
similar to-
guess. I mean, literally
Same
within
quarter,
nine,
same-
within
same year, same
99
quarter.
people,
Same year, same quarter.
they would have been born within 99 people of me. I don't know. How's that work?
Of
Is it
time.
literally like?
I don't know.
Is it literally like they just go
It also has
in
to do with
numerical
your
order?
Location, where you live, so on and so
Oh,
forth.
okay.
Where you're born.
I don't know that kind of stuff.
I just remember seeing that and I was like, that's fucking weird. Because I thought there was me, and then I was like, wait, that's not my thing, and then was like, oh, that's someone else.
It's just-
my
it's-
identity.
It's more common than you think.
But what were we gonna say? No, Mario Odyssey. So Breath of the Wild is coming to Nintendo Switch VR via Labo. So it is going to be entirely able to be played in VR. The entire game, beginning to end, everything VR. Mario Odyssey is adding in special levels that are based off of the most popular worlds. There's 5. I can't remember what the 5 are. I'll look that up actually right now. And they are going to be like little puzzles and things that you can do. It's supposed to be like 5-10 minute levels based on these 5 worlds. So it's about an hour and a half of VR content, but it will not be the entire game.
Joker just got added into Smash
Yes.
as
I
of
saw
today, I believe.
Yes.
I'm
I still haven't
thinking.
played Persona 5.
Neither am I. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is the next Smash tournament. I'm going to do debuting the next character.
Oh, and you can play it all
'Cause
without
it's
Labo.
probably about 3 to 4 months away.
Yeah. When are we gonna have another tournament in general?
When?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tomorrow?
No. Tournament in general, not Smash tournament.
Oh, we can probably do before that.
Mortal Kombat's
I
coming
just
out.
really like Smash, and it's one of the games that I'm okay at.
Okay, so
we could do Mortal Kombat, but I'm telling you,
They just actually.
if you
released a
invite
video.
Patrick again, he's just like, "Hey, watch this." One.
just slaps his dick.
I
on the
am
couch.
also very proud to say I'm the only motherfucker that beat him around. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
fucking
no,
made
never
me
mind. Larry
fight.
beat him once around.
Yeah, I was gonna say both fucking times I played, you made me fight Larry.
Yeah, it was pretty
I wasn't gonna win,
Yes.
It's not my fault. That's exactly how it turned out.
even though I was the
All
one
I'm
controlling the
saying-
board.
All I'm saying is RNG really did not like you.
Yeah. You need to start praying more to RNGesus.
Yeah.
Real quick, it's the Cap Kingdom, the Luncheon Kingdom, and the Seaside Kingdom is all gonna be having new stuff. Also, with that said, they're all gonna be able to be played outside of VR, which basically means free content coming to Mario Odyssey for those of us that have beat it.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I seriously love Mario Odyssey. Has anyone actually beaten that game?
Nope.
It's so good.
Have you beaten the last level?
Yeah.
The very
I
last
did the
level.
boss rush.
What do you mean?
What are you referring to?
The level that's like 20 minutes
Lad
long.
wants to
and
do
if
a Soul
you die, it
Calibur
goes all
2
the way back to the
tournament so
beginning.
he
I have
Already
100% completed that game. Like,
I
yes.
haven't beaten that level.
So once you beat that level, you go through and unlock the Mushroom Kingdom. Once you unlock the Mushroom Kingdom and do everything in the Mushroom
I
Kingdom,
already got that.
then you beat
I'm
it.
talking about the dark side of the moon.
What are you talking about?
Ooh.
The boss rush?
I don't know what that means.
The rush of bosses?
No.
I don't know how.
You're talking about where you go all the way up and you fight the same boss 3 times?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done that.
yeah.
And then you get to the very top, and have you done the level after that?
There's a dark side of the
I
moon.
don't know
level.
if I have or not. Now I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's
Wait, is that the one that you? There's still one thing I have to unlock. I don't have enough power moons yet. Is that what I'm
that's the
coming
dark side
to?
of the moon.
Okay, so then no.
So guess what, motherfucker? And fuck that level.
Is it bad?
It gets. Oh my god! It's not in that. It is like the impossible game in terms of length. And if you fuck up, you start at the beginning. There's no checkpoint. There's no other place to respawn or anything. As Mario, you go through. You end up going down a pipe, and you come up out of another pipe, and it's all fog, and all these things jump out. And I've been able to get past that, but then you have to turn into one of the birds that like the nose shoots and sticks into wood, and there are these wood panels that spin, and you have to perfectly fling up and jab your nose into it without moving the joystick at all, or else the bird turns, points the other way, and falls to the death.
That sounds ridiculous.
Oh, dude, and that's not even like halfway through. At one point, you become Bowser, and you have to go through and fight all this other shit.
The one thing that I think is ridiculous is, or actually, I have another question on top of that. Where was I going with this? Where am I at?
You are.
Soul
at your
Calibur
brother.
2, you think you'll win, bitch? As long as we do it on GameCube, and I'm allowed to use Link.
Mario
Whoa.
going through
Whoa.
Because fuck Spawn.
specific things, head to land,
We should just
Mario.
like.
Can we just not play a fighting game?
Right. That's what
What do you want to play then?
Monopoly tournament.
Yes.
Well,
Actually, wouldn't be opposed to that.
I was thinking Halo 2v2.
Full Monopoly.
Yes.
No, full Monopoly. I'm talking 12-hour games for 2 people. Have you ever played Monopoly where it lasts like 12 hours?
Do like 1v1 Monopoly.
1v1.
Single, like double elimination.
I
And
would
I'm not
rather
talking
do-
like the quick rounds where it's like you get 10 rounds and then
I'd
that's
rather do
game.
Rooster
Like,
Teeth's Monopoly.
Real money?
Hardcore tabletop.
No, I was gonna tell you though with Mario. You were saying you come out of the pipe and repeat what you were telling me.
There's like fog and
Fog. That's what it was. Sorry, you said something and it sparked a memory thing. So I went through on that fucking game and I was in the Cloud Kingdom and I played the Cloud Kingdom and I 100%ed the Cloud Kingdom and I was getting fucking mad because I kept fucking dying
That's where
all the
hats are,
time.
right?
Yeah, no, that's the Cap Kingdom. The Cloud Kingdom is where you're literally in the clouds. You
Yeah.
can't see anything.
Yeah.
So I can't see anything. Completely always dying because I keep walking off the thing. I don't understand how anyone else is.
You throw your hat around. What?
Whoa, real men play
Heihachi?
Yeah, keep your Care Bear Nintendo character out of my fighting game.
Oh, that was PlayStation. That's right. I forgot Heihachi came from Tekken.
I just realized what we need to do, and it's Naughty Bear.
Naughty
anyone
Bear
remember
Let's
that game? No, tournament.
It's a
Oh,
multiplayer.
I guess there is. Yeah, there is
Yeah.
multiplayer. I forgot about that.
It's literally everyone gets like an axe to start, and then everyone like runs around and you
We
pick
should
up weapons.
do
And
South Park for N64.
I own
Deathmatch
it.
Tournament.
No.
I own it.
No.
Why?
I've played that game enough. I've thrown enough yellow snowballs and a variety of other weapons that I don't want to play anymore.
No, but what I was saying in the
I'm down
Cloud
for
Kingdom, I was getting mad because I kept walking off the edge, and even though I would use my cap, I would walk off the edge because I couldn't see anything. Everything is pure white. Turns out my brightness was too high on my TV. I turned it down, and bam, you can see everything.
The brightness was really high.
It's on 100
Why?
because
I'd be
it's
down for a
really
Halo
vibrant.
tournament.
I don't have HDR, so I made up my own.
That's not
That
how
washes
that
it
works.
out, yeah.
No, not on my TV. I'm telling you, come and see it. It's literally the preset for. You own the same TV. Go to Vivid.
Yeah.
The preset colors to Vivid. It turns brightness to 100, and
I
it's
just do
gorgeous.
movie, and it still looks
Movie's too dark.
Netflix announced that the Witcher television series is coming out fourth quarter 2019.
I did hear about that, and they also renewed Umbrella Academy for season 2.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
So hold on. So you were talking about what we need to do is do a everyone plays the game and then we review it.
What's that
What
game?
game?
Well, no. So what we did when we started this,
Bioshock.
what we did.
That's what I was gonna say.
So I was gonna say what we did when we started this was literally everyone wrote like 30 games onto a piece of paper, put them in that fishbowl, and then we were supposed to draw. I don't know, is that movies or games? Because we also had movies.
This is movies. Like,
God, pull off a space. I've seen it. What?
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Men in Tights. Then do a podcast.
Excuse me, if the Disney
Talk about
version's
this
not
is-
on there, I ain't playing.
No, because Men in Tights is 100% just a straight parody of Prince of Thieves.
I understand that, but the Disney version.
Chasing Amy.
Oh, there we go. I watched that today. I was watching part of that at
Fifth Element.
break. Oh, I love the Fifth Element.
So,
More of a six element guy.
what's the time frame on us?
We usually give ourselves a month.
So,
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
What is
Yes, Corey. Toxic Avenger.
it? Fuck you. Fuck that movie. I refuse. I will never waste my time again.
so what would be
What was that movie
what
you
would be
made
a
us all
game that
watch?
everyone
That
would
was
want to
insane.
play and review within a month?
Bioshock.
Bioshock Infinite.
Already played.
Bioshock.
Yeah, I know.
All
It's
three.
easy homework.
All three?
All
We-
three.
I actually
All three
can,
in 30 days right
I
now?
can do that because I actually own all 3. This is actually a game I own.
all
so
3. I haven't played through 2.
I mean, I can play. Yeah, I mean, I've
It's been a
I've
minute
since
played
I
through
played
all of them,
3.
but it's been a while.
Bioshock Infinite is by far the longest, and I played it in 13 hours straight. I literally did not eat that day. Like, I'm not kidding. I played that game in one sitting. It's the only
It
game
was a
I've
great
ever
game.
played in one
It,
sitting.
no, it is a great game, but I mean, is that
I
what
remember,
we want
like-
to do, or do we want to do something?
Everyone was leaving the house for work,
Duke
and I was
Nukem
up at
forever.
like 5:30
Because I
in
know
the
that
morning
I know that
starting the
literally the only
game.
person at this table that hasn't played it.
So you're
Hold
wanting
on.
to
I
do
say, so listen.
May 15th, you're wanting me to have run through 1, 2, and 3.
Hold on. Hold
At
on.
least one.
Let's make this easy, and we'll start at Bioshock Infinite at the twist ending where you find.
No.
Twisting really starts
You don't
Skyrim.
think you can? How long?
Not
would
all
we-
3.
You easily can do that.
How long?
Not all 3 with this. Come on, let's play Apex. Come on, let's play
No,
PUBG.
hold on.
And also
Hold
not going,
on.
not going into May. Not going into May for what me and him did.
Like
Hold
May,
on.
May is my. You better have brought your lube today because you're getting fucked.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
That's not gonna not for us.
Be
Hold on.
Minecraft and
Oh,
review
work.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Complete
really
Bioshock
I
is
have a
11
question.
hours.
What?
What's in May? I kind of got lost.
Indianapolis 500 is
He's
in
a
May.
fuck about
Oh,
that.
which
work.
is huge for
Work.
us.
Work.
So
Yeah.
it's
I thought you were
Vegas.
just like, are you talking
Well,
like
and
They could've just
shows
said
or
work
like?
and said we're gonna tell everyone.
Yeah.
No.
May-
By the way, the main reason I said no
30
company
hours, you can
for
beat
me,
all 3 games,
I
Nick.
cannot say my company because if I get affiliated with it, I get fired.
That's
Please
fine.
do not say my company.
You're fine.
So Taco Bell.
Damn it.
That-
Hopefully none of your coworkers are watching this. Delete.
Well, the funny
He works for Cirillas! Oh!
Actually, always said that I made tacos, and I made burritos, and then I got promoted, and I was the burrito rapper. I was no longer the burrito maker.
No, seriously, Nick, you can play all 3 games in 30 hours.
Yeah, but
I've seen you.
He's got a good
That's
point.
one
And
game.
but I will,
That's one session on fucking
I-
anything for you.
I will say though, Nick is similar to me. He's a completionist. 30 hours is literally running through the story and not looking for anything else, not doing anything
Yeah,
else.
Not reading anything you pick up.
And
Bioshock
so-
1 and 2? Okay? There's nothing else to fucking do
if
to
you
play the
look for any
story.
of the collectibles, you will find spoilers. So I would heavily recommend only finding what you're just
Really?
playing through. Yeah. If you
I
think
don't
about-
remember that. Well, we'll talk about that later. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean it's spoilers. I'm talking about when you Google it online.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's telling me that not to Google stuff online to find collectibles.
Oh, I thought you were saying the audio tapes that you pick
No.
up throughout the game give
No,
spoilers,
those
and
are
I was
cool.
like, not at
But
all.
I was like,
find-
wait, why would they spoil their
I
own
didn't
fucking
Yeah.
find all the audio
Okay.
tapes, but at the same time, they just add a little bit of backstory. It's
Oh.
Right. I'm not that much of a completionist, but I'm one of those people where if I play a game, if it takes 10 hours to complete, I'll do 20, 25 hours.
Yeah.
Because
I'm the same
I
way.
like to
1
walk.
and 2, you can't do that. 1 and 2 is
Yeah.
very much like it's small
kinda-
hallways
kinda
that just
streamlined.
leads you
It's
through
very
everything.
linear.
I
Right.
would say it's in between, like what he's saying, what you're saying. That's probably more accurate. Probably like 6, 15, 16's max.
Infinite, maybe though. I can see that in
Infinite's a
Infinite,
little
but
bit more
like,
open-ended.
Okay. Looks like Led's about to talk about some stuff, so I'm going to set my phone right now and block some stuff and let you screen chat for me.
Okay.
He said, hold up.
Beat Minecraft and review that, Kappa.
That's
Oh,
fine.
excuse
How the
me,
hell
I
do you
have beat
Google
Minecraft.
offline?
How the hell do you what?
Google stuff online.
Oh.
Shut up, Led. You're just being a smart ass.
No, really, just super random. But he said like beat Minecraft. I've actually never gone through all the steps to like get to
the end
the
dragon.
end or
Being the
whatever.
wither,
Yeah,
the Ender
I've
Dragon.
I've never actually done that.
I have. I fucking cheated, but I did it. Creative mode.
The
Yeah,
secret
I'm
Oh,
just
sauce.
wow, yeah.
I don't know what he's saying.
I mean, I would do that if somebody wanted to go through that.
I got really mad because dude, it's almost impossible to beat that fucking game.
What game?
Do we want
Minecraft.
Do we want to say all 3 Bioshocks? Or
The
do we
problem with
wanna
Minecraft
say
is to beat
just
Minecraft, you have
Bioshock
to.
1 and 2.
What other games do you want to play that you haven't had time to?
Well, I don't know. Is this,
I have
everyone,
yet,
is this
I have yet to
everyone
play through
or?
Doom.
Look at your.
I was gonna say me and you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I haven't beaten Doom yet.
Oh
I'm
man.
a mess. It's
I was gonna
not
say
that
I don't know
long
about
game.
anyone else, but me and you have yet to beat Fracture Butthole.
That's true, I haven't still yet.
We
I
both
don't
started
have
at E3 last year, or E3, Extra Life last year, and we never finished it.
Oh, library.
So, okay. Let's how about this? We'll start with this. Just to keep it to where it's not too much. Because you guys have all beaten 1, 2, and 3.
Not B2. I've not beaten 2.
You know I've beaten all 3.
I'm sorry. Hi.
Beat 1, 2, 3?
Bioshock?
Yeah.
I beat 1 and 2. I'm like 78%, 75, 78% through on 3, but I know the ending from Infinite. I know how it ends.
Hold on. My thing is, let's start with let's say 1.
Done.
By next month.
Okay.
So we're talking May 15th.
If we
Okay.
do a game a month, we're looking at 3 months before we do another game.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, if I happen to beat 1
You will.
and I've still got like 2 weeks left,
I think you
a
will.
week
too,
left.
Just don't put it
3
off.
weeks
I
is the only
say-
thing. Don't
Right,
put it
right.
off till for
No,
3
no,
weeks
no.
and then be like, oh.
Then we'll add 2. If I still have time left, we'll add 3.
I
I just remember
what
you
we should-
beating 3 Assassin's Creed games in one sitting.
I say what we should do, and this I
No,
think
it's
this
hard.
this would
That's
be a
all
good
I
compromise.
did.
1 and 2 for Bioshock are very linear. They're very easy to blast through in a couple heavy play sessions. I think that would be reasonable to do within a month, and then we can dedicate if we want to go into Infinite, because Infinite is its own
I agree.
its own fucking
We should
show.
stream them though on Saturday. just do a massive streaming session. That'd
Yeah,
be fun.
I think that'd be good, but
Is there co-op in that?
no.
Oh, okay.
There's
No.
no co-op in any of them. 2 had a multiplayer.
I know too out of multiplayer, but like the way you were saying, like let's all
Yeah,
stream it.
absolutely.
I thought
I like
you were-
some of the mechanics, but the game itself sucked. Well, I just thought it was cool that, like, depending on how well you did and stuff, you could become a big daddy and, like, do stuff like that. I have an idea, though, so that we're not getting too ambitious. Okay?
Okay.
So, May 15th is a month from now, right?
Yes.
Okay, before
May
May
15th
15th.
will be the next episode 1 month from now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. May 15th to beat Witcher 1, 2, and 3.
Fuck that! I can't do that.
I haven't even beat the third one. I have 400 hours in it.
Yeah, I was about to say, nah,
I can't do
bruh.
that only because
Hold on.
I am with Nick in this one. I have the first, second, third one, and the first one is so boring.
Let me restate
It's
this
not
then.
boring. My
The
problem
combat's
is with
bad.
the mechanics.
The
Mechanics.
combat is
The
fucking
combat is
The
garbage.
story's great.
Let's
still, but
restart
it's-
this. Every open world game ever by May 15th.
Done.
Arena.
5, 4, 3, original.
Vice City.
I don't know what 2 was.
Which one?
2 is top down.
That was a
Original
Game Boy
PlayStation.
game,
Two,
wasn't it?
2 is a top down, yeah.
Oh, what?
Wasn't that Game Boy
Grand Theft Auto 1
that
through
we
the
had it
5,
on?
We had it on Game Boy Color, but
But was
including
that
Vice City
2
and
or
San
3?
Andreas.
that was 2. 3 was the first one that did a third person.
Oh.
The 1 and 2 were top down. So was London 1969 expansion for 1.
I was kidding, by the way. We're not really going to do Grand Theft Auto. I don't know, Led. What do you think? What should we play?
Trying to look through my like Steam library to see if things like that. I'm like,
Oh.
I'll play that eventually.
Has anyone actually beaten Fallout
Hi,
4
Danielle.
yet?
I platinumed
Yeah.
that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I never beat it. I know Nick never beat it.
I platinumed that game
I never
in
beat
I'm not kidding.
two and a half, 3 weeks.
I am not
2, 3
kidding when I
weeks?
say I've started that
Tops?
game about 18 times.
Danielle, what game should we play for this month and then review on the podcast?
Another settlement needs
I mean, we've already figured out what game we're playing
Well,
for this month.
so wait,
We're
did you
doing-
actually
we're
get
doing
every single
Bioshock
trophy for
Concept.
that?
yeah.
Because
Huh?
that's what.
Did you get every single trophy for that game?
For what? Fallout?
For Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I'm saying I platinumed it
Oh shit.
in two and a half, 3 weeks. Fallout 4.
I will beat Bioshock in a single sitting.
Yeah, I will too.
Bioshock 1? Oh, easy clap.
Literally, yeah, I can beat that game in like
Easy
6
clap.
hours. Granted, I've beaten that.
Yeah.
I've probably beaten that game like 5 times though. So I
I've only
mean,
beat it twice.
Still, I will say,
What's pretty great is
easy
I
clap.
dropped a massive Easter egg
yeah, you
last
did.
podcast.
Yeah, you
The
did.
only one who noticed was Joe.
Oh, dude, it was
What
so
was
great.
his-
I
what was
can't
his-
say
you
anything.
can't
You
say it.
can't
It's too
repeat it at
obvious.
this point.
That game,
I think I remember-
that game though still holds a special place in my heart for
Oh,
being one of
always for me.
the best games that I have ever played.
Not only that, I'm not kidding. I literally, when I bought my 360,
First game I bought.
it was literally the first game I had because it came with the console.
Not for me.
And well, I mean, it was one of those like I wanted it. It was already bundled, so I was like, "That's the bundle I'm getting."
Yeah.
So
Real quick, it shows it is your full name on.
why is that?
I just thought it was fucking funny as shit. I looked down. Hello, Joseph Bruner.
Why does it show that?
That must be your name.
It's not.
So it looks like for this first
That's your username on,
That's your Gmail.
Google,
on
yeah.
YouTube.
It is definitely not Corona. I mean, right
I mean,
now I'm just waiting for yourself.
Oh, because I don't have a nickname.
Oh,
Okay, here's my thing. So
I will definitely play Tales of Vesperia, any of the Tales games.
yeah, I was
was-
gonna say I am 100% down for that, but we have to do Bioshock first because this has been years
A
of the waiting.
long run.
I've kind of wanted an excuse to try those
So
games.
are we saying
Tales
saying
of
Bioshock
Symphonia is
by,
phenomenal.
by May 15th?
How are
we
you
saying
supposed to
Bioshock
do that
1 and
then?
2?
I need your help fixing this.
Okay.
I can't. It literally
Same
won't
thing
let me
with-
take it off.
It's the same thing with Chaos, and I have to literally go. I haven't done it with her yet. But what would you say? I'm sorry.
So are we saying by May 15th?
Just at least
Bioshock
Bioshock
1.
1.
At the very least, if I have enough time, I'm gonna try for 1 and
Yeah.
2.
2, I'll be honest, you're not going to be too impressed with 2. 2
You're not.
wasn't great.
2
You're not.
gets yeah.
Two is a middle ground between the
Hold
amazingness
on.
that is 1
Best-
and the awesomeness
best
that is.
Analogy ever. Okay?
Arkham Origins.
Bioshock is to Knights of the Old Republic as Bioshock 2 is to Knights of the Old
Fuck,
Republic
Nick,
2.
do you have a microfiber cloth?
Okay.
If
That's-
you like Knights of the Old Republic 2, I'm gonna kill you.
That's fighting words for Adrian because she likes Sith Lords just as much, maybe possibly if not more than
Nope.
the first.
I can't like your wife anymore. She's not cool.
Do you have a microfiber cloth?
No, off the top of my head,
my
like, I don't know where one's at.
Fat
right now.
ass is gonna be
Why
shown
would
on
it be on
screen.
the top of your head?
Underneath my hat. No fiber cloth though. Anyway, what's the
Go
great
ahead,
idea?
Danielle.
What's the great idea?
Well, she'll see. Well, she's
The-
gonna say this in about 4 years.
The other one I've been meaning to beat. I keep putting off is well, I know some of you guys aren't a fan. Is Evil Within 2. I need to finish. The first one. Was
I need to
fun.
play both of
I'm
them.
not.
No, hold on. That's a great idea. All of you made me get over my fear of scary video games. It's time to pass the buck. That's all
I
I'm
mean-
saying. Hey, listen.
I'll hold your.
I'll show up to the podcast
I'll-
and sleep through it
I'll
because I
play
won't
this-
sleep for weeks.
I'll play the scary games with you.
We can do co-streams, and I'll play through it, but then we'll stream you playing it, and I'll and I'll play it with you.
Joe, you look like Jesus right now.
This is the stupidest thing ever.
Another Minecraft.
The only solution I'm finding is literally go
Damn it.
start a new YouTube channel.
Or we could bring some people with us and go through the forest.
Huh?
The forest?
You want to do the full storyline of the forest?
Yeah,
I have
because
that
they
game.
changed it all,
They have changed it.
Yeah.
and I heard
I've
it's
seen
much
it.
better.
I watched someone play through the entire. I watched Rob as.
How about this? Let's do what we did
Some
last
interest.
time. So we know what we're doing by May 15th.
Okay.
Um,
And we can
I-
add
well,
more.
I think I agree. We know what we're doing from May 15th, and at some point, Bioshock Infinite has to be included after. But I don't mind taking suggestions.
That's what I was
It's
gonna say.
not a bad idea.
So what we did last time was everybody think about this, like all of us viewers, everything, and everybody like we do what we did last time. Put names into a hat. Let's do that. Yeah.
Instead of a hat, though, I'm just saying, why don't we just let them decide?
Well, or are you saying we just put like quizzes up and like they vote on what they want us to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Polls.
overrule
That's
all
the word.
voting and
Polls.
say we're all watching Suspiria.
He's
We're not
talking
talking about
video
movies.
games.
Oh. I'm not listening because I'm trying to fix this profile.
Let's down Forest. Forest is a good game.
Yes.
All the trees. Gotta chop down all the trees.
What the other thing is though, we gotta find games that we can easily get through either single player or co-op or whatever from beginning to end within a month.
Well, so here's the thing: if you want to experience Bioshock, like in the story and stuff, just fuck play it in easy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying from the standpoint of the forest.
I know, but I'm saying with
is there an actual
Bioshock-
legit like campaign you play through, or
Yeah.
is it I
No,
find
No,
notes
they-
here and
they-
that gives me more information about this?
Yes and no.
They added
There's
a
both.
campaign, yeah.
Okay.
So there's stuff that gives you more backstory, but there is an end game objective, and it actually does go through story, and there are cut scenes, and
like,
there's
credits at the end.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
or you could just stay in the forest and play the game.
What's
You
the
can
really
ignore
good
the story and stay
What is
there.
that in now?
Really cute game for rocks.
What is the one game with the bird?
I was gonna say we should play How to Full Boyfriend.
I've heard of this. I don't know what it is though.
How to Full Boyfriend? Okay.
Bird dating simulator.
What you know what Joe, what are they called? Visual novels. You know what a visual novel is, right?
Yes.
So it's a visual novel that's a dating simulator. But basically, it's set into the future where something has happened and wiped out all of humanity, and now you are
Except
the
for
last living. No. You are one female, and you have to
Oh yeah.
procreate with birds because they're the only species that's left on the planet. So you have to date a bunch of different birds so you can
Dude,
fix the
it's
human
weird.
race. But here's the thing. So like other visual novels, like Doki Doki or
Yeah.
Doki
Literature
Doki,
Club.
Doki Doki Literature Club. Each playthrough is a little different. So like you play through it and something happens and like this storyline was this and then somebody dies at the end of the story. So then when you go through and start a new game, that person is showing up a little weird on the screen and it's coming up like a thing. So that way like when they come up on the screen to talk, like it looks like your game's glitching and shit like that, and then like it kind of fucks with your mind and there's stuff out of game. So Doki Doki Literature Club like that. With How to Full Boyfriend, there's little thing. Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. Anyway, so the whole point is with Hatoful Boyfriend. Every time you play it, there's little changes here and there to the point where once you've gotten like the 26th playthrough, the next playthrough it's actually like a murder mystery, and you're invited to this dinner
Changes
that's
the
hosted
game.
by pigeons, and like it's just, but it's one of those where like each playthrough is slightly different and slightly different and slightly different, so that way by this playthrough so much has changed little by little by little by little that it's a completely different game.
So
But what do you do?
you pick a
It's
pigeon to fuck.
it's a dating simulator. You take
So you just like select options.
you
and-
take pigeon. It's a
So-
visual novel. You're reading
Okay,
a book.
okay.
It's a choose your own adventure.
like the Goosebumps things I get from the
Right,
library all the time.
right.
Nice.
But
You like, yeah.
Well,
picture, picture a
those I like. I don't know about
picture
this.
a Goosebump book. But oh, I got to the end. Next book. Oh, I got to the end. Next book. But they all have similar characters and kind of the same storyline, but there's little differences with each one.
So, Shelter, the game Danielle's talking about, Shelter is a survival video game developed by Might and Delight for Windows and Mac. It was released on 28th of August 2013 after being accepted through Steam Green Light. Fuck. In the game, players control a mother badger who must protect and feed her cubs while traveling from their burrow to a new one. If something were to happen to the cubs, I would die.
What is this called?
Shelter. It currently has a where are the stars? It currently has a 9 out of 10 rating, or basically 4.5 stars, from 2,243 reviews.
Damn.
So
AK Honey Badger the game. I like it already. Honey Badger the game. I want to play
Yeah,
this
no,
game.
what's a what do you call like a
Heads up, Nick. We're like 2 hours.
heads up,
Yeah.
7 up.
what do you call those things where like
I'm glad someone else.
Book of the Month Club? That's what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
So this is basically going to end up being a Book of the Month Club, but for
Video
Video
game.
games. Game of the Month.
So
Got
what are we?
Thick.
Bioshock.
Yes.
Bioshock.
Done.
It is confirmed.
All right. So are we reviewing it?
Beowulf. Got it.
No.
The secret plot twist. What the twist?
It was the Monopoly guy the whole time.
Would you kindly?
What the twist?
All right, so this is the end of the
I was
podcast.
just
Bye,
saying,
Nick.
all right, Goldfinger.
$1
I'm tired.
I'm the guy whose name is appearing in the chat.
Oh, I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Corey.
And
Lots.
all right, so yeah, you guys have your homework if you want to participate by May 15th.
Play Bioshock.
play
No
Bioshock.
spoilers. Nick over here has not actually played the game.
Yeah, I've played about 3/4 of the first one. I'm gonna have to restart again because of
Hard drive issues.
But yeah, it's always the fucking hard drive. But anyway, but yeah, if you guys want to participate, we'll be talking in chat and everything like that. But that one's gonna be May 15th. But again, like I mean, we're gonna have multiple podcasts between us.
Picasso's.
Multiple
Fixed
Picassos. I'm rich. I told you this. But anyway, yep. So
Bye.
bye guys.
See you guys.
Love you. Bye,
Cheers.
Danielle. And Led. And Danielle and Led.
Bye, no one that's watching with me.
And then Danielle and Led.